Masekeibu Karakabose Bule Sekeri Karakabose Himo Sandebu Karakabose Bule Sandala Butu Karakabose Ye Uma Shanta Labere Karakabose Mule Santayo Karakabose, Bule Santa Laboye, Karakabose, Masakaba Yahuah, Karakabose, Musekere Rabo, Karakabahu, Mashanta Berabe, Karakabah, Musekere, oh, Karakabose, Bule Sekere, Karakabose. Hima Santa Laboye, oh Karakabose, oh Masanta Labe, Karakabo, Bule Santere Boyo, Karakabose, Himo Santa Labore Bokeo, Karakabo, Masaka Boyabo, Karakabo, Musandare, Karakabo, Karakabo, Karakaba, Nemo Santa Labe, Masekebo, Karakabo say, Iluri Bayanta Laboreke, Kalakabo, Emoshanda Rabo Sunderebu, Karakabo, Inarabayandebo, Karakaba, Karakaba seke, Karakabahu, Imo Santa Labo Yendebo, Karakabo, Iborika Yandebe, Karakaba Masekeba, Karakabo, Nderebo Karakaba, I have a king that made it all. I have a king that have it all, and I have a king that gave me all. Masekebo, Karakaba Yendebo, Nerebo Sikaye, Karakaba Yendebo, Bule Seke Yandebo, Karakabo, Naraba Bule Yantubu, Karakabo say, Karakaba, Mama, Bule Sekeri, Karakabo, Karakaba, 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 Celirabo, Orobo Seriala, Celirabo, Imasatalabo, Ule Sekiraba, Celirabo, Masekebo, Karakabo say, Bule Seke Yandebo, Karakabo, Karakaba Yendebo, Mama Yendebo, I have a king that made it all. Hey, I have a king that have it all, and I have a king that gave me all. Nerebo Santa Boye, Karakabo Sekebo, Yeraba Celerebo, Hima Santa Labu, Celerebo, Mama Yekerebo Celerebo. Bule Sekirabo, Celerebo, Imo Shanta Laberebo, Celerebo, Masekebo, Celerebo, Urbo Seke Yantu, Celerebo, Marabayanderebo, Bule Sekirabo, Mama, Celerebo, in the very presence of my enemy, Yahuah is gonna set a table. Abba Yahuah is gonna set that table. of overflowing blessing, that table of overflowing wonders, that table, Imusakayande rebo silirebo, that table, Imusakayande rebo silirebo, Mbule sandebo, Karakabo, Kashindarabo yantubo, Karakabo say, Masake borabo, Mama yanderebo, in the very presence of poverty, in the very presence of poverty, Yahuwah orobo sekerabo, in the very presence of poverty, Neribo yantalabe seke, Dorobo shandao, in the very presence of poverty, Yahuwah is gonna set that table. For he became poor, orobo shantalabe, he became poor for my sake. He became poor, oh nabayantalabo. Inerebo sanerebo, ye selerebo. Imosakarabo, selerebo selerio. Imorabo, oh masekebo. Karakaba yendebo, karakaba sekebo. Ineriba yentwabo, selerebo. Sikeyabo, 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 yabo, sikeyabo, bulu seke, sikeyabo, malebo, sikeyabo, senderibo, oh sikeyabo, masekebo, karakabo, yeah, karakabo, yeah. Karakobo, yeah. So he became flesh for my sake, and he became poor for my sake, though he is so rich. Sikeyabo, 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 izekeyabo, sikeyabo, izekeyabo, ibolia, sikeyabo, senderebo. Sikeyabo, masekebo, karakaba yandabo, karakaba sekebo, nanababo, naraba say ya, karakaba wa, so poverty, get out of my way, poverty, run out of my way, oh poverty, rush out of my way, masekebo. Karakabo yendabo, karakaba yendabo, mama, nebo shantu, nerabo, bule santera boyende, karakabo ye, orabo shanabo, karakabo, poverty is a devil, mama yando, poverty is a devil. Poverty is a spell. Orimayantabo. Poverty is a curse. Released from the underworld. Imarabayanobo. Nereke sikaya bobo. Nereke yandarabo. Imasekebo. Karakobo. He became poor for my sake. He became flesh, Oribo Shandaya, Oribo Shandaya, Nabo, Oribo Shandaya, Yekebo, Oribo Shandabo, Oribo Sekeya, the yoke is be broken in Arabayando, Neriko Sike, Oribo Ina, Oma Sekenya Butu, Karakabo Yendabo, Karakaba Yendabo. Karakobo, Karayende Bundeo, Karakobo, ye, Karakaba Yendabo, Karakeba say, Karayendebo, Karakobo, ye, Yeribo, 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 yes. in the presence of my enemy, in the very presence of poverty. Yeah. In the very presence of my enemy. Yahuwah has already set that table of overflowing blessing, overflowing wonders, overflowing testimony. Noroko Shinta ya o Celirebo Rabayantu. Yerebo Seke na Babo Sikayantu. Inorobo Shinta Labe Mama Celirebo Bule Seke o Yerebo Celirebo Mama Yantubu Mama Yantubu. In the very presence of my enemy, Yahuwah has set the table of overflowing blessing. Yerebo Shanta, Yerebo Shanta, Yerebo Shanta, Yerebo Ye, no Mosikayabo. Yerebo Shanta, Orobo Shanta, Orobo Shanta Bo. Yerebo Shanta, Orobo Shanta, Orobo Shanta Bo. Imerebo Sikaya Bo. Celirebo, Yahuwah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil or poverty, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comforted me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. In the Rebo Santa Labo, Celirebo, thou anointest my head with oil, my cups runneth over. Surely, in Arabo Sende, oh, Celirebo, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell I will in the presence of Abba Yahuwah forever and ever and evermore.
Greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, and much love and much prosperity attend you, family. For you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Orobo Shandaya Baba. Ribobo Sikayabu, Indereko Sikayabu. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehochanan the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Oribo Shandaya, and now so near is the time. A step to the door. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, build a house for the return of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, and to whom due all glory, worship, blessing, horrible sakaba, love, he norokos global wealth, he nashandalabor riches, he moroboski to the glory of his magnificent Father, Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very forever blessed one, the DNA of Abba Yahuwah, Oroboskaya Babayo, the very pure energy of Abba Yahuwah, Oroboshandaya Baba. Oh yes, Father Abba Yahuwah, oh Mahantalabo, oh Mahantalabe, oh Mahantalabo, oh Mahantalabeya. Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your Isha, for you are my eternal Ish. Really, I love this so much. Using the voice of trumpet, that simply indicates you are going to be having it so easy, simple, without strongly, you know without getting entanglement. The voice of trumpet simply represents the voice of Abba, or sounding of the trumpet simply represent the voice of Abba. Like I always love to say that trumpet or sounds precede every single movement of Abba Yahuwah. And that is why I always love to use the voice of Abba Yahuwah, because the sound of trumpet, sounding of the shofar, simply represent the thundering voice of Abba Yahuwah. Like you heard it, and I do, and everyone. What are we doing here? We are resounding that which has already spoken to you and me right in Exodus 34 verses 10. Resounding down to your hearing that is about to occur, is about to happen, is about to take place. That is what we are using now, the voice of Yahuwah, sounding to your hearing, that you should put your house in order. Abba Yahuwah said, can a trumpet, be sounded in the city? The people are not afraid. Yet it is allowed. It is awakening. It is wake up call. Okay, that which Abba Yahuwah has already said is about to happen. And what was being spoken over there? A unique glory the world has never ever know before. That is our glory. That is the glory of this generation. How is it going to be your glory if you are a part of it? It's going to be eternal glory on you. But if you are not a part of it, it's going to be damnation. Okay? Are you ready? If you are not yet, or you are still playing games, but wake up. That is what the trumpet is saying. Wake up and put your house in order. Aren't you glad that your bridegroom is on his way coming? Aren't you glad to receive him? Okay, now it's not yet late. You are not yet ready. Go and wash your wedding garment. Any stain in it, get it out of it. If there is no stain, more power now for you to celebrate. Least I forget this. The Ruach HaKodesh, she says something to you and me, or he has already said it to you and me. Only to resound it, to our hearing again. He said, let he that have ear hear what he himself has already said to you and me. Why did he say, let him that have ear hear? Yes, because he already knew third part of humanity. Ears is going to be dedicated to serpent. It's going to be dedicated unto serpent. That they are going to be hearing the voice of serpent. Okay? Just as the first woman heard the voice of serpent right in Genesis 3, she go for him. Exactly what we are hearing today from the largest group religion on earth, which is called the Christendom. We are hearing the voice of serpent. And how do we know what is the voice of serpent? The voice of serpent simply said that I have abolished the law. Christianity being the largest religion on earth, this is their belief that the royal law is a cause, that their Jesus nailed it to the cross, followed by the second largest religion on earth, which is what? Islam. Allah said the royal law is corrupt. In other words, Allah abolished the royal law. That is the voice of the dragon right in Genesis 3. And the true Messiah said, think not that I have come to abolish. Okay? Don't even think so, because he knew somebody is going to be making people to feel so. Just like he said, remember the Shabbat and keep it holy. Why? Because somebody is going to give them another day of worship. And these same two groups have their own day of worship. The other one is Sunday, the day of sun. And the other one, which is Islam, Friday, Friars Day, the day of, sexing group. And the true Messiah said, don't even think so. Remember the Shabbat and keep it holy. Don't even think so. I've come to abolish the law, but rather to fulfill until what? You don't see the first heaven, you don't see the first earth anymore. And Revelation 21 said, I saw the new heaven and the new earth. For the first heaven and the first is no more. Okay, that is when the royal law will be done, fulfilled. Oh, the voice of dragon is resounding. I think it's even more louder than that of Abba Yahuwah, because they said in Isaiah 40:11-15, I'm going to even raise my throne above the stars of Yahuwah. That is how I'm going to set my ordinances far, far away from that of Abba Yahuwah. I'm going to make it greater. Yes, he has to set up a day, Frigid Day, Friar's Day, and Sunday. Lest I forget this, the signs of the last days. He says something very deep over here.
You can't obviously believe that Watchman, Yahoo, and the Bora did not pay me to do the intro for Whited Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
All right, now, prior to this, let's get a precept. Here I am, Revelation 12:9. I read, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Minus the Christendom, the whole world. Minus Islam, the whole world. Minus synagogue of Satan, the whole world. Minus Igbo people, the whole world. Should I take it again? I will be kind enough to do that for you because you are so lazy to read. Let me read it for your hearing. I don't know how can a normal psychological person would just come over this place and just read it and just walk over it. Just move on. Okay, now, if you are worthy of life, let this very place cut your heart. The whole world. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, Genesis 3, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Where was he being cast? Right here on earth. It's right here with you and me. Can I take you to the house of Grandpa? That old serpent, you know, he's a grandpa now. That old serpent, can you come along with me, baby? Let me take you now to the house of the grandfather, the liar, and the father of all liar. Can you kindly? I know I will be kind enough to take you over there. Maybe you don't know because it's right here on earth. Where is his house? The very great Papa. Here we are in the very kingdom of the very grandpa. Devil is a liar, no, serpent is a liar and the father of all liars. And here we are in the kingdom of serpent, the very old serpent that deceiveth the whole world. Here we are in his kingdom, in his palace or paradise. Here we here. Whoa. Are you ready? This is for the snake and this is Allah. Do you see Allah head? And do you see snake for the snake head? Do you see Allah beheaded sword? This is the beheaded sword. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. This is so fascinating. This is so impressive. Why should someone not wake up to this call? This is how Allah is being written in. This is a grandpa, okay? We did not have found the lie. He said that old serpent is right here on earth. And where did he start this deception? Right in Genesis 3. How did he do it? It was the royal law. Exactly what he's doing today. Okay, is the Allah. You see how Allah is being written in Arabic? We did not have found the old serpent characteristics in the name of Allah. Rather, we also found it in the mouth of Allah. Can we go there also? the grand purpose of all life. Allah now said, let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness. Let them flourish in telling lies, because I bear in passion in telling lies. Lies is my delicious meal. For me to deceive is my most precious food. So right now, let us make man in our own image, so that those one will be telling little lies. Here is why I said that. Quran, Surah 354. And they, the unbelievers, plant to deceive, and Allah plans to deceive the unbelievers, and Allah is the best of deceivers. You see, this is how Allah makes himself, make men in his own image, and let them function in Allah's likeness. You see, these are the small lies. Allah is the best of it all. We go now, we proceed to the second mouth of Allah. Quran Surah 7 verses 99. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? No one feels saved from Allah's deception except those that shall perish. You see, another coded lies again of the grand pope. Allah is the greatest of all. What did he say? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add to at all. How can you say, if I don't believe in Quran, and those that does not believe Allah, they are the one to perish? No. Whereby you already said you are the best of all liars, you are the best of all deceivers. No, rather what Allah is saying codedly in a nutshell, anyone that does not believe in him, Allah the all semper, you will be spared from his destruction. That is what he's saying. Now we proceed to the third mouth of Allah, just as the royal law saith, that we out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every matter will be established. We got the very third mouth of Allah. Quran Surah 8 verses 30. And remember, when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you, to kill you, or to expel you, they plot deception. Listen now, but Allah also plots deception, and Allah is the best of all deceivers. Allah has already made Christendom in his own image. That is why Allah is the best of them all. Abba Yahuah created all. Okay, man and woman. Okay, so he is the greatest of that created it all. Allah now is also the greatest that created lies. He loved telling lies. He burns in passions in telling lies. That is the old serpent. Now, how did he deceive the whole world? Primarily, we got one already. Allah said in Quran, Surah 4, verses 157 stroke or through 158. Allah said over there, this is how he did it. That Judas Iscariot was the one who goes to the cross. No, Yahushua. I love hypocrite. When it comes to this, I'm going to be using Jesus. In only this part, I love, to be calling Jesus. It is Jesus, Allah said this is how he did it. That he take the head of Jesus and now put it on the head of Judas. And Judas said now put it on the head of Jesus. And the Roman armies now begin to see Judas as Jesus. And then now take Judas and crucify him. And Allah now raptured Jesus to his paradise. This is how he did it. He said this is how he appeared to us. This is how he deceived everyone that ever believed the crucifixion. Allah said this is how he did it. Okay. That is, he deceived every one of us to be seen Judas now as Jesus. He said this is how he tricked every one of us. Do you see this garbage? But he's coming to do the greatest of all liars, to let you know that this is how I did it. Yahushua, this is how I did it. Christians still believe that Yahushua is the Almighty in flesh. You believe he's the Son of Yahuwah. You believe he died, buried, and resurrected. Allah said, no. Because he has already made you in his own image. You have to walk like him. He's coming. He's on his way for you. So we have already seen the written name of Allah in Arabic. This is the real snake in now himself. Can you still remember something? It is folding. Exactly how Allah is being written. This is saying something speaking. Abba Yahuah said, he said, when you go to Revelation 6, he said, come and see. This is what the Ruach HaKodesh said to come and see. He said to you and me, what do you need to see? Revelation 6, the secret of anti-Messiah. The secret of anti-Messiah. That is what that place is all about. Come and see. Come and see. Come and see. Are you coming Are you seeing something? All right, now for me, I've already seen. Come and see where the dragon, the old serpent, is hiding here on earth. It is Allah. It is in His name, in His reticode, in His bragging. It's everywhere. The sun is everywhere. In His characteristics, blood-sucking demon. All right, now, here I am, Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. All right, now, every Shabbat, we are out here only for the sake of the elect and the chosen Gentiles. Okay, because Allah is doing something. Allah is the greatest of it all, to consummate it. Primary China of this great deception, it is the Christendom. They start their lives already with their fetish miracle. And I reveal unto you already how they are doing that fetish miracle. That was why Messiah called it a deceiving miracle. Apostle shall call it a lying wonders. Yahuah'S calls it mark of the beast miracle. And the greatest miracle is coming. Islam is the one to did that called fire from heaven. You love miracle. So you are going to be enslaved by these fetish miracles. All right, now. Do you see Allah? This is Allah. And what is the meaning of Allah in the Yahuah'S language? It simply means curse, as in the curse serpent, right in where Genesis 3. That is his old origin. The very first time for Abba Yahuah to release his curses upon his creature was right in Genesis 3. So this serpent God have fully loaded with curse. That is what is going to distribute on you. That is what is going to pour out on you. It's going to pour out his fury of curses upon you. Because you accept that Yahushua is the son of Yahuwah and all these 5 characteristics, you believe it. Therefore, you are going to enter heaven, whereby he, the serpent, lost heaven. No, he's going to curse you with all brutalness, with all deceivableness of miracles. That is what he's going to use to curse you. Because he is cursed. He caused everybody pains. This serpent caused Abba Yahuah pains. He said both free and banned, both small and great. He caused all of us. But the greatest of it all is to put you in the eternal link of fire. And how is he going to do that? By lying unto you, by deceiving you, by making you strain out of the right way. Like the 1.7 billion, they are already strained out of the right way. And Christianity is also the ghost fire of the Christendom. Almost 3 billion, they are also strained. This is the cause. All right, let me be done with that, because that is not my, I have a lot to put together today. I'm done with that. Mishmika and people. Mishmika means my family and my people. I have family and I have people over here. Here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuah with this wonderful life-giving message titled for you and me, The Mystery of Poor and Abba Yahuah Mercies of Freedom. Part 1, or it's going to be 1. If there's any reason to extend it to 2, as we keep going on, I will let you know. If I'm able to put all these 4 alphabets, and because we have 4 alphabets, we also have 4 points. If I'm able to put it all together in just one clip, I will be so glad to do that. If not, then we extend it to part 2. So I put it. So what is the title? The Mystery of Poor and Abba Yahuah's mercy of freedom. Poor is reality. Poverty is reality. But here's the good news for you and me. The mercies of Abba Yahuah's freedom. He's speaking right now to you. He's speaking right now to me. To break free from any poverty of any kind. Hallelujah. So right now, this is the title. Yeah, like how I would always love to do, to set the stage, with Deborah 32, 1-4. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and ye, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as a small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Abba Yahuah that I'm be doing. You can bear me witness of that. Ascribe ye greatness unto Yahuwah. When you go, Messiah also did. When you go to John 5:43, it says, I come in my Father's name. This is how we publish the name of Abba Yahuah. His name is Yahuwah. So that's what we are doing right here. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A Elohim of truth, and without iniquity, just and right is he. Hallelujah. Horobo shanda ya baba. Abba Yahuwah, imborobo seke yabo. Imo santa labo yende rebo. Abba Yahuwah igorobo skarabo. Abba Yahuwah ima santa labo. Yende rebo, yende rebo. Yende rebo, ye, yende rebo. All right, now one more delicious meal to go. What is the royal love for? How does it play out in our lives? Let's take a deep breath into what is the royal love for. Point one. Where is it? Point one. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people Yisrael. Point two. It outlines how the marriage would function, its stipulation, and what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point three. Its precept describe how the marriage would function. Point four. What picture tells what marriage life would be like. Point five. Its judgment describe how each of the party would relate to each other. Point six. For either party to violate this agreement, violate the marriage itself. Point seven. For the groom promised never to violate it because the groom is Abba Yahuwah himself. He has never ever broken his word. He don't have the appetite when it comes to disobey his own word. He don't have the appetite. He's so powerless when it comes to doing that. He won't and never will he. That is the guarantee that you and me, we are saved eternal. Not like this man Jesus that said Shabbat is perpetual. Shabbat is no more perpetual until the heaven and earth. Until the heaven and the earth packs away, the royal law still can. Later is no more of that. In our way to go and bring that Babylon for you, Babylon for you to be keeping. Indeed, is a mad demon. Okay, is a very, very, in fact, he's stupid. Jesus is so stupid. Do you see how stupid Jesus is? Taking away what happened to Shabbat and bringing us Sunday, the day of Sunday, greatest abomination in the royal law. He should have thought of it that smart people is going to cut him red-handed, because keeping on Sunday simply means the greatest of abomination in the royal law. You can go to Ezekiel chapter 8 from 13 way down to 16. It is the greatest. So they not turn their back to the holy temple of Yahuwah, and they not give their face to the sun, and they not worship the sun. It is the greatest. Go and read it by yourself. All right, I don't have time for this mad Jesus because I have so much to talk about today. All right, now Jesus is mad, okay? He's a mad demon, 100%. You're going to surprise. He said, when you go to Revelation 17, Mystery Babylon, that name written on the head of Babylon, what is it called? Mystery. Jesus in the Christian is a mystery, but Jesus in Islam is not a mystery. In Islam, he's going to reveal, wow. Remember, Quran says something that Jesus is coming to refute you Christians, that you are a liar. He never said the son of the Yahuwah. He never, let me not be calling Yahuwah for this garbage. He never said he's the son of God. He never said he died, nor resurrected, nor been buried, nor asked you for what. He never said no of those things at all. So that is why Jesus is coming. That is why Allah is sending Jesus, to come and refute you and say, please convert to Islam. I never told you that you are a liar. That is the only reason why they said Jesus is coming. Study Quran and see the destruction in Quran. Quran means so. If you see the destruction Quran have for you, study it. Not to obey me. I don't obey it, but I study it. I want to know what is over there. I don't want people to be telling me they do it like this or it is like that. I go there by myself. When I said this is total nonsense. How can learned people like Islam? I see some brilliant people, so learned. Oh no, why should they be enslaved with this crap? I don't know what they are seeing. Because for me, so unlearned that I am, by His grace I begin to read and write. But I can see the danger. I can see the filthiness. I can see the lie told by Allah. Very open and very obvious. Anyway, that is not my topic. So right now, let's proceed now for our discussion today. How to, poverty is not something one wants to entangle himself with. No, it is a very wicked spirit want to unveil in order for you to be addressing them all, because you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay, when you know that these are the demons that are responsible, trying to be somebody, but power is blocking and resisting. Therefore, you will know how to put your, how to arrange yourself and face your enemy. All right, now, one more presentation to go. Like I said already, I started already. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep presenting my presentation, regardless of how few my viewers is these days. I don't just care. The royal law said the day one sinner will repent, heaven celebrates. It is said the day thousands or whatever. Okay, so we're out here each giving time for the sake of the elect, the few that needs to be saved. All right. So I'll keep on, presenting my presentation. Is the seal. This is Yahuah'S on his mysteries in me. Just like that of FBI one, if you pervert some people, you will be jailed, and you also pay 250,000 US dollars when you pervert people's message. That is the FBI warning. But we don't need no payment from you if you pervert it. Only your head you will use to pay for it. That is the stipulation. All right, now my presentation goes this way. If you listen to this message and you want to download it and resound it under the voice of you, and you use it to, I use now say Jesus gave it unto you. We are destroying Jesus. See, you cannot take somebody's effort, somebody's, visions of Abba Yahuwah and pervert and say Jesus now gave it to you. Jesus, we are destroying over here. Therefore, Ebola, we attend you in Yahuah's mighty name. If you listen to this message and you will download it, you want to resound it under the voice of you, and you use it to please any deity at all, such as Allah, Christian, Ghost, Fire, and their Jesus. The curses of Sapphira and Ananias shall attend you in Yahuah's mighty name. And if you listen to this message, you want to download it and resound it under the voice of you, and you place any money-making obligation conditions such as sowing of seed, the hottest place in the lake of fire shall be your dwelling in Yahuah's mighty name without mercy. You can go to Joshua 6:26. You can go to Acts of Apostle 5:1-11. Acts of Apostle 13 or 6-12. Revelation 22:18, 17, 18, 19. Go and read it. If you add, it is called. If you take a don't dare. However, if you listen to this message and you download it, you want to resound it under the voice of you, in using it to please Abba Yahuwah, in reaching out to the lost sheep of Yazre and also the chosen Gentile, double blessing, double glory shall be your honor. A crown of eternal life. You shall rule and reign with Yahushua HaMashiach. Crown of eternal life shall be placed upon your head. Because of your faithfulness, your family is going to benefit from your faithfulness. He said, I will save one and save the entire household. And this saying of Yahuwah will be fulfilled because of your faithfulness in you and your household. In Yahuwah's mighty, it goes in this both way. All right. So now let's go unveil the mystery of poverty, or poor. Excuse me, I take it poor. Okay. What it is to be poor? How does that work? And how does it goes? So let's dig into this mystery. Okay, I can also call it a unique mystery because it says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay, in order for you not to be beating yourself or beating here, you need to address matter the way matter is. So here we go. Let's unveil this. Unpleasant. It's so unpleasant, so ugly. Yeah, but we need to deal with it. Okay, know your enemy. You shall know that enemy. People, know your enemy. All right, now here we go. A yoke breaking vision. Yeah, it needs to break the yoke of poverty. A yoke breaking vision. A song of freedom and victory vision. A vision that destroyed dragons hold. Horrible Shandaba. A dancing on serpent head vision. A no stopping now, excuse me, yeah, dancing on serpent vision. A no more nonsense, vision. No more nonsense, okay? No more nonsense of poverty anymore. A no more nonsense vision. Cut off crap vision. End of shame, disgrace, suffering, lack vision. Lazarus act of vision. Lazarus, okay, lack vision, excuse me. Okay, I take it here. Lazarus caught straight into paradise vision. This is where they don't want me to pronounce. I will do it. Lazarus caught straight away into paradise vision. You know, can any good things come out of me, saith my opposer? Saith those who drank my water and ate my fruits, and ate the fruit of my labor? The very one I extended my right and fellowship to, in return bite me like a serpent and strike me like a snake. All right now, poverty undo. Poverty undo vision. Great wealth installed vision. A former and a latter vision. Altogether, a great joy restoration vision. It's a great joy restoration vision. It is restoration. This is let us. Okay. All right now. This is let us climb the mountain vision in order for us to enjoy the view. Do you want to enjoy the view? Therefore, let's climb high. Now let us unlocked. Okay, excuse me. Now let us look into this unpleasant, unholy, is so unpleasant, unholy word called poor. Poor. So it's so unholy. It's full of demons, just like ugly as it is. So it will also make someone's life so ugly. So now we put some more. Now, poor undo, poor unlocked. So we'll go for the very first letter. What did it go for? P, isn't it? And how does that work? What is the claim? Not just a claim, but the reality of it. Okay, personal pain, prison. Or like they say, a personal prison pains. Excuse me, that's how the vision came. Personal prison pains. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been in prison, been neglected, put in isolation? That is the pain of poverty. That is how painful to be poor is. It will put you in an isolation. It will put you in a certain area. That is the area of you because of what? You are incapable. You are being limited and being rejected. Go and stay there. Who are you to stay over here? It's a prison. And now we are going to undo or unveil how it is. If you are being imprisoned, not physically, therefore, this is going to be very simple for you to understand. Okay? You will be longing for freedom. Exactly what the first letter is. All these four alphabets, they are all demons. Very wicked demons. Very, very wicked, unspeakable demons. Personal prison pains. This is so. In fact, let me stop talking and put scriptures. Because if I have to go by sensational, if I have to go by feelings, I'm going to be using myself like an example because I really experienced what is poverty. I knew what it is. I knew the pains, the shame, the agony. No, the deep tears like hot water. And if I have to go by feelings, you are not going to get no one scripture for me. And that is not also going to be good, which means I'm not preaching myself. Let's preach the word of Yahuwah and unveiled demons or poverty or to be poor. The first lecture, what did it go for? Personal prison pains is so hurting. Let me put scriptures now. Abba Yahuwah, please help me to go by your royal law objective or objection, not by my feelings, not by my flesh, not by what I used to be or what I'm still into, but just by the real law. That is going to be helpful and that is going to be breaking yokes. But the royal law objective, that is where the deliverance is. Here I am, Matthew 25. I take from 34 to 40. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Listen now, for I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye come unto me. Okay, now then shall the righteous answered him, saying, Adonai, where saw we thee, and hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? Where saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or where saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. So right now, this is already been listed, and people is going to be going through it. Prison, sick, and whatever, people is going to be going through all these characteristics, and all these attacks is an attack of the devil. But here is what our Messiah is concerned about, that he was in the prison, and you not come to visit him. So right now, what is the first letter? Personal prison pain. Have you been there? Personal prison pains. I've been in prison. You'll be restricted. You don't see the light of day. You don't have no voice. Be kept in one place, tied in one place, limited in one place. Oh no. It is personal prison pains. That is the letter P for this worker. Poor. If you are, for you not to clothe yourself, you are poor. For you not to have even water to drink, you are poor. For you to be sick and you can't take care of yourself, you are poor. Rich men that do sick, of course, they fly them to the highest or whatever, the best hospital. But if you are not sick, you cannot even take. You are poor. All this listed out over there, it goes for poor. When you've been poor, you can't. He said, hungry. I was hungry. You are poor. You can't even feed yourself. He was thirsty. You can't even buy water. You can't even have water to drink. You are poor. No clothing. Now you become naked. You are poor. That is why you cannot buy yourself clothes. You are poor. Let's take it the way it is. You are poor. That is why all this is being listed down. If you can, it's so more. Naked, in prison, in sick, a stranger. Now you can't even pay your rent. You need to be thrown out of your house on the street. I've been there. You are poor. You are poor. This is what the spirit does in your life. Okay? And this is what prison also does in your life. If you are being in physical prison, learn from that. Okay? That is how spiritual prison is. I want to give you another picture of spiritual prison. The first letter goes for personal prison pains. If you have not been there, you can't understand what I'm saying over here. All right, now I want to see the spiritual prison. Okay. Poverty has to do, first of all, with the spiritual prison before it will not manifest physically. There's a demon that gets you arrested or got you arrested in the spirit realm. That is the spell. They will release it. As soon as they release that spell, right till you be arrested, before everything begin to crumble, they will not begin to say he once was, he wants this, he wants that old glory. There are people he attacked in that manner to be singing old glory. There are people he never even want to, like Lazarus. He never even want Lazarus to taste anything good here on earth. He killed that one with poverty. Here I want to see the spiritual prison so that you know how to tackle your problem. Mark chapter 5, I take it from 2 or 1 or 2 for the sake of time. Okay now. All right. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there meet him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit. The first letter is an unclean spirit. And there are many. These 4 alphabets, they are legions of demons. Okay. And who had his dwelling, listen now, this is the prison part. Who had his dwelling among the tombs? How can that be? Someone still living on earth. Someone still having the breath of life, as we can see. But his dwelling now is the what? Graveyard? Oh no. That is spiritual praise. I'm going to unveil it more unto you. Who had, verses 3 now, who had his dwelling among the tombs? And no man could bind. Oh, let's first of all unveil the tombs. Because now the graveyard, the grave is now his home, very grand. Do you see how ugly this war to be poor? You are not, this is the spiritual part of it, okay? We see the physical part of it already. You are going to be naked, no money to buy clothes, even water. Oh no, even food. evil house they're gonna be thrown out of the house. You won't be able, to care for it or to give what it takes. You won't be able, because now it's pay or whatever is on you now. Okay, we see that is that of the physical. Now that of the spiritual, that's what we are looking into now. That your spirit now, where is it now? Immediately this spell is being released. Where is your spirit? In the graveyard. You see, this man have his dwelling right in the tomb. You want to tell me that the one that is sleeping on the tomb? See, talk about food. See, talk about clothing. This is how he was naked. This is how he was hungry. This is how he was tested. This is how he becomes stranger. This is the picture, people. This is the picture of what we just read in Matthew 25. This is the picture. This is how he becomes sick. This is how he becomes, imprisoned, living in the tomb. You not call your graveyard your house, in order for you not to be paying rent. All right now, because anyone that is living in the graveyard, you can't pay rent no more. You are free from that. Okay, now let me unveil first of all the graveyard. What is that? All right, now you can read Ezekiel 37 or Ezekiel 37 1 to 14 or 13. You're gonna see how this wicked spirit slay the people of the book in the open graveyard. The graveyard now become our home. Go and read it. Ezekiel 37. Okay, so I want to read number 19 verses 11. Let's see what graveyards. What is the graveyard? Already spiritual prison. Okay, but I want to put some more for you to understand how ugly it is. Now, Numbers 19:11. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. Did you get that? He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. Do you see? So right now, where is the dead body being laid? Who is the dead? Who is the dead that the living needs not to be touched? Who was the dead? Yes, the dead is the home. It is the graveyard. But here we'll find a situation whereby the living, because of circumstances, the living are beginning to lay with the dead. Because graveyard has to do with dead people. And Abba Yahuah said, according to law, if you touch any dead person, you are clean for 7 days. You're going to remain on the street for a whole 7 days, because now you are filth. Because unclean spirit has already touched you. You need to remain until 7 days before you will be cleansed, like that of Marian leprosy. Okay? So now, this man altogether become filth. Because his home, he did not just touched, but he is now living among the dead. This man already is being classified as a dead person. This is what poverty does. This is what being poor, this is what it does to you spiritually. And me, this is what he's doing. That your spirit now, why? This man, physically with him is still but his spirit, that is the grave. The prison yard is the grave. The spiritual prison yard is the grave. You see that man, if Yahuah's did not come to his rescue, he will have believed that one day the reality will come. He will enter the grave. Although his spirit is already there. And who is the master of the grave? And we see the very first letter, personal prison pains. That man, even though he's mad, even though he's so, violent these days, what happened? He do feel pains inside of me, but you cannot know. I cannot know the pains. He himself is feeling you like I do now. You don't know the pains I'm passing through. I don't know the pains you are passing through also. Everybody has this prison, except the rich. But I knew where this shoe is hurting me. That is why some group over here, they still call me miracle up to today due to the spell of poverty that is being released from the underworld upon me. That now begin to beg. Sleepy people sit because I was unable to pay my rent. It can so have to throw me out of my whole apartment. Therefore, I have to be sleeping from city room to city room for a whole year plus. Begging just as a beggar, because fornication is not allowed as a woman, as a believer. Just as people begged in Nigeria, I saw it begging for her. That is how I survived my life for over almost 4 years over here in Netherlands. Before the case, the problem was being tackled. That is why I pray, Abba Yahuah, I should go by the royal law objective, not by sensational or by my feelings. Because if I have to do that, I'm going to be preaching myself. And I hate to do that. I hate to talk about me. And I love to talk about Abba Yahuah and to unveil the wicked spirit that is tormenting you and me. All right, now here I am. Luke chapter 24, verses 5. And as they were afraid and bowed down their faces to the earth, and they said unto them, Why seek ye the living among the dead? Why are you not looking for the living among the dead? Therefore, it is contrary for you to go to the tomb and be seeking for the dead, seeking for the living among the dead. Yahushua is risen, is not in the grave. Okay, so it is not lawful for you to go to the grave and be seeking the living among the dead. It isn't lawful. And the royal law said, we I just read Numbers 19. What did it say? When you touched that person, you yourself become your righteousness or your holiness be contaminated. You also become unclean. Meanwhile, this man did not yet touched, but rather the graveyard is now his home. Due to circumstances, now begin to lay at the grave now become his home. But you see, according to the royal law, it's not lawful for you to seek the living among the dead. But in another way, Yahushua, because only Yahushua can go to the grave. That is why he said he became poor for our sake. And we are coming, let me not jump ahead of myself. Okay. Him alone went to the grave to seek, the living now among the, why? Because that man is already dead. Just wait, the devil will just wait, or Sempe will just wait for the appointed time to get rid of him reality. But before he does that, the author of life now rush into the mountain and bring him back to his senses. Okay? So that is what this message is going to do for you and me. Any spiritual, personal prison pills, spiritual prison, while being entangled with, the yoke is broken. By the reason of the anointing that reveals these mysteries, that same anointing that releases these mysteries, breaking that yoke. In Yahuah's mighty name, every prisoner must be set free. In Yahuah's mighty name. All right, now back to Mark chapter 5, then I read verses 4 now. Because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains, in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with a stone. No one, you see, when someone is being bent, when the poverty or spirit of poor entangled somebody, trying to mingle himself with somebody. Let me be using myself because I fall in this. All these 4 alphabets for me. These are my profile. Okay, all these 4 alphabets of being poor, it is my profile. But now the yoke will be broken. Okay, now, like I'm being imprisoned spiritual through this wicked spirit of personal prison pills. Who is going to free me? You can't do it. No one will be able. The only help you can render unto me is to be giving me food to sustain me before the man, our Savior will come and free me from it. You can't do it. My father can't do it. My mother can't do it. My brother nor my sister can't do. They won't be able, because there are some people, their poverty or the way devil bind them or separate bind them, no one else can free them but Messiah himself. Like this man, the people wanted to. Okay, people wanted, but he won't take that because the demon is so violent, the demon is so wicked, so mercilessly that he will even be using him to wage war against the people that is helping him. For those who want to run away. Okay, maybe he's going to be using, maybe they can just say something. Like me, sometimes I easily get provoked. When you do something for me, you are trying to bring it out that I see without that very thing you gave unto me, because the royal law make it so clear. When your right hand give, let not your left hand, knows about it. When you now begin to broadcast it, that will even make, I will turn your enemy. Say, why is this? This is hypocrite. Not that I'm angry that because you say that, no, because you are not fulfilling what the scripture says. You are looking at me that I am the one you are doing it for. Rather, Messiah said he is the one you did it for. Why are you taking the glory to yourself? That get me provoked. For this reason, really, when I just came from prison, some set of one of my friends that really helped me, the way she was pampering herself up, I cut her off. I just cut her off, regardless of how many months she put me in a place. Because now you are doing it as if You are doing it for yourself, and you don't even see that you are doing it unto heaven. Then are you going to receive a reward? These are not become flesh. Therefore, there is no reward. And I myself, maybe I am not good enough to thank you for it. Even this incident that happened, many of our friends are also looking into it. Every blame goes for her. Because she not begin to use it as a bondage on me. She not begin to put it now on me like, oh no, it was so insultful, it's so unspeakable. Father, let me not go by feelings or sensation, rather by the royal law objective. Let's go back to what I was saying. And here's the mystery over there. You know why they couldn't bind him? Or whether if they even tried to do, he will break himself asunder. Do you know why? Let us see who is able, capable, eternal to bind him. Because that demon himself, what is the demon himself? It is the serpent himself. It is the prince of demons. He is the king of the grave. Let me read. Now let's see. Matthew 12:29. Or else, it is Yahushua speaking over here. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house? Can I take it again? Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? You need to bind that strong man. Who was that strong man? In that man, it was serpent himself. Let me read so that I won't be talking with my mouth. That same place, Matthew 12:24 now. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doeth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of devils. Beelzebub is being called serpent, is the dragon, is the Leviathan, is the spoiler, is the destroyer, is the waster of life, is the death, is the Apollon, is the Abaddon. He has a lot of names. He is the poor. He himself. Orobo Shandaya. Revelation 9. He is the king of the bottomless pit, and the bottomless pit is the grave where Abba Yahuwah is throwing every unlawful birth children when they die. That is where he's keeping them for now. And we now, he is a serpent, is also taking judgment upon the people of the book. He will also want to, first of all, tie our spirit due to our imperfect life those days. That is how he got our spirit arrested, for serpent to destroy, or for a house to be destroyed, or a house to be leveled. It doesn't take hours. Okay, but come and build it. Destroying of a thing is so simple, but come and put it together again. That is where the types, comes. Now that you are out from the word, but the spirit you already covenanted, the spirit is still there. That is the working out of your salvation. Abba Yahuwah will be taking them out of the way one by one. Now it is the spirit of poverty that Abba Yahuwah needs to be removed totally, utterly from me. Yes. It came for a reason, and the reason is to set me free from being lack and want. All right now. The bottomless pit is the king. Let me read now. Revelation 9:1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star, is the star, fell from heaven into the earth. We read already, Revelation 12:9 is being cast here on earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. That is his grave. That is his kingdom. That is his palace where he is arresting people. The bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun. All right now. Okay, that is not where I'm going to. So you see already is the king of the bottomless pit. That is where I want to read now. All right now, read verses 11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Yahuah'S tongue is Abaddon. But in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. You see, he's the king of the bottomless pit. This is the Beelzebub. This is the prince of all demons. He is the ghost fire also of the Christendom. He is the Allah in Islam. Oh, he is the one that is arresting people. He is the prison. It is the bottomless pit. Your soul is already there. Why you carry? That is why you can't prosper. Why you carry your flesh, physical, but your spirit is being tormented. Now, don't get it twisted. When I said when you are saved, your soul is being cut into hell, into heaven. Don't get it twisted. Abba Yahuwah is working in the different way. We ourselves cannot even tell it. Okay, we can't even tell what it is. All right, now, because this man living on earth, he was living, there was still breath in him, but he was not. He not beginning to lay at the grave. He not take grave as is as old. Anyone that is mad on the street, do you still remember prosperity? Do you still remember how to walk? No, you've been poor. That is the state of being poor. You'll be poor. You poor in knowledge, in wisdom, in understanding. If in fact, in all things, you've been poor. Okay? I can also say it is your soul. Because we have three parts of us. Your spirit could be in heaven. Why? This devil is tormenting your soul. Because your soul, Abba Yahuwah don't work with your soul. He work with your spirit. So your spirit could be in heaven, of course. That not could 100% as you receive Yahushua HaMashiach. But there is a processing period. There is a refinement period. That refinement period, it doesn't really mean that Satan has to kill your soul or your spirit, not at all. It is for a greater level, for a divine preparation and cleansing, for you to know how or what, how they are doing it. Okay? Because your flesh, like that man's flesh was useless to Satan. What Satan, it is the spirit. Because it is the spirit that can't for life. What Satan is working with also, it is the spirit. He wants to entangle your spirit for all eternity in the eternal damnation. He don't need your flesh, because you know at the due time your flesh is going to be useless, nor your soul. What he needs is your spirit. So that man's spirit already is right there. You know, being tortured by the king, of the bottomless pit. We see it already. It is the Beelzebub himself. He is the king, or is the strong man that needs to be bound. That is why anyone that bound this man in the grave, he will break it asunder. Because he's the strong man inside that man. He needs body to work with. Poverty is a spirit. Poor is a spirit. He needs body to work with. Okay, he needs body to work with. So that was why those people were unable to bind it. Whenever he will break the chains asunder, because you are not allowed to bind me, you are not strong enough to bind me. And who bind the strong man? Let us see who bind the strong, because the strong man needs to be bound, as Yahushua saith. We see the first pit. That is the pit this strong man have authority over, because the key of that pit has already been given unto him. In other words, what just come to my heart now, it is the 6,000 years reign of him. He has the authority. That is the key. Abba Yahuwah gave it unto him. Because he said, I want to make myself like the Most High. Abba Yahuwah now said, okay, you rule for 6,000 years. A day as 1,000 years. Okay. So that is the key he gave unto him. So for this 6,000 years, Satan have authority over you and me. He has it. If we fall into his hand, he can bind us. He can make use of our body. Definitely, because it's a spirit, he needs the body to carry him. So that is first key of first bottomless spirit. That is his authority, where he can also bind us. Even though while we are here on earth, you see where Yahushua died, the bosom of Father Abraham. Yes, it's his, authority, his territory. He still controls it. Okay, I'm going to also read some picture from over there. Right now, here I am, Revelation 21. And I saw this is the pit of Abba Yahuwah. This is final authority over serpent, because the strong man needs to be bound by the strong one. And I saw, Revelation 21, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key. Again, you see another key. Key simply means authority. Having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And what do we see in that camel case in the graveyard? A chains. That is the chains of serpent. Okay, and this is the chains of Abba Yahuwah. A great chain in his hand, and he lay hold on the dragon. You see, the dragon is the serpent, is the Beelzebub. Okay, is the strong man. That old serpent, you get that? Which is the devil and Satan. Did you get that? And bind him 1,000 years. He bind him. How do Yahushua bind him now? As soon as he saw Yahushua, let me also read it. I love reading. So we see already the strong man that needs to be banned. It is the serpent himself. That is the first alphabet. Where is his prison? Where our spirit is being arrested? It is the graveyard. It is the bottomless pit. We saw his authority already right now. So I read verses 6 here back to Mark chapter 5, verses 6. But when he saw, and who, okay, yeah, this man always cry out, verses 5. He said he always cry out night and day, even cutting himself. How does that work? With stones. How does that work? How are we injuring ourselves? Who is stones? Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. And serpent and the devil also said they will make themselves like the Most High. Okay, it's the chief cornerstone that built eternal house for you and me. And that also said we are spiritual stones also. All right now. Now we see a stone. In this man has stones, plural, not even singular. It says he caught himself with stones. So all those stones over there are demons. Okay. They are all demons. We will get there now. They are all demons. I pray I remember, but you will remember me. When I get to the legions of demons, I'm coming back to these stones again. Then it will fit in, to really dig more into it. Stones. It said, and always 5 now, and always night and day have no rest, because Abba Yahuwah said he's going to touch a serpent night and day. So for that, he is also passing that same judgment upon you and me. He said night and day this man have no rest. He was in the mountains and in the tombs crying and cutting himself with stones. I will get to the legions of them. I'm coming right back here. Now it says, but when he saw Yahushua far off, he ran and worshipped him. So it's not that man. Don't think it was that man. No. It is the demons inside of him. It is the Beelzebub. It is the legions of demons inside of him, because they know the strong man has come. Demons see what we don't see. Demons are something spiritual you cannot see with your normal eyes. As soon as they saw Yahushua, they knew, oh, we are bent. Him alone is capable to bind me. Then I will be bound. It said people try to bind this man. He will break them all asunder, because you are not worthy to do that to me. But when immediately demon, when he saw Yahushua far off, he ran and said, I gave up. Now it is this man's freedom. I'm going to lose this man's service. His body I will not use anymore. Torment, I will not torment him anymore. His freedom has come. When you go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 7. He said, let me be sure. He said, Yahushua is going to consume this wicked spirit with the brightness of his coming and with the breath of his mouth. I think I have to read it. It will be very cool when I read it, because we are unveiling some mysteries over here. All right, now verses 8. You say, I made a mistake. I said 7. No, it is 8. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Wicked, it is the Abadedo again, whom Yahushua shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Now, what is he talking about here? Tell me now. Both old and new, no prophets, apostles, whatever has ever seen Yahushua HaMashiach and retain their strength. They always go down. They always fall dead. They will drop dead as though dead. No one has ever stand at all. Not even a holy prophet, talk less of demon. So he worshipped him over there. He dropped. He is being consumed by his presence. Now he's about to be destroyed by the breath or by the spirit of his mouth. That is judgment. Okay, so that was why he dropped down before him, because his presence, it means destruction for demons, for Abadedo and his company. He saw him, not that man. It is the devil that resided inside of him. And I cried out. You see, first of all, he collapsed. Said the end has come. The game is over. 7. I cried out with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of the Most High, Yahuwah? You see? See how wicked this spirit, because he's the king of all demons. You see how wicked, even though he dropped down, you still have to question him. You still have to, question his authority. What are you doing here? Are you not the one that gave me the key of the bottomless pit? Are you not the one that gave me 6,000 years to rule a reign? What are you doing in my kingdom? Didn't you say people should not come to the grave because when you touch the dead people, you are going to be unclean? What are you doing here? You want to make yourself unclean because of this man? Here is my territory. Here is my own palace. You gave it unto me. Here is my... What are you doing here? Son of Yahuwah, what are you doing here? You still have to question, still have to speak for you to know how wicked that spirit was. It is the strong man that needs to be bound. And after he questioned the author of life, that one was still looking because he is not fighting like you are fighting. He don't run a race like you run a race. His own is to bind you and cast you out of this man's life. All right now. He answered unto him 8. For he said unto him, come out of her, out of the man, thou unclean spirit. He's speaking to Beelzebub, the strong man that needs to be banned. And he said, 9 now. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. These poor, they are all wicked spirits. Now, according to the historians, said that legions of demons, according to Roman Empire, whatever, said it is 6,000 demons. I believe it. Why? Because 6,000 years is already been given unto these deities to rule, to exercise their authority over us. So that is why I believe that theory, that their teachings and says legions of demons. One legions of demons represent 6,000 demons. Because the reason why I told you already why I believe 6,000 years has already been given unto them to exercise their authority over us. The cleansing is in the 7th. That was why I said when you touch this dead person, you're going to be unclean. So the cleansing will be on the 7th. So from the 1 way down to 6, you are still filth. Okay, due to what transpired in Genesis 3. So the 7th is where the cleansing is. The 7th, they won't proceed no longer. And the 7th, it is the sabbatical year that belongs unto Abba Yahuwah. That is the one we are proceeding ahead towards now. Okay. So now these legions of demons, I come back to the stones. Okay. So you see now the stones. The stones is plural, many. And they are the legions of demons. Okay. Now this man will not be using it to cut himself. How are we using them now due to these circumstances we are? If you are, let me be referring to myself because I don't know, maybe you are rich, but for me, I'm poor. That's why Abba, you want to bring this ministry to break this yoke of poverty of me in order for me to be rich through his poverty. Okay? I need to be rich now. I need to be wealthy now. No delay. That is why this ministry is out for this demon. These 4 demons, they are riot on me. In fact, it's unspeakable. Let me not be complaining all the time that demon is waging war. Of course, they are waging war. Okay? Now, what was the stones? They're putting they themselves, they are the one. Now, maybe eventually you rise up, when you get something to do, to sustain you. Oh, no, they will also use you by yourself to lose it. They will also use you by yourself to contaminate it. They will also use you by yourself to do a mistakes. Let me take it so, in order for you to lose where you are ending that income. This is how they use you by yourself to cut yourself. They are the one that is doing it, but the whatever will be manifesting right in you. Okay? It will be showing up in you. They must do something to contaminate it so that is how you are hurting yourself. It could also go for complaint. Murmuring against Abba Yahuwah. That is another wicked sin. Because you murmuring against Abba Yahuwah, you are empowering those demons to be torturing you night and day. He cried. Again, in this same Mark chapter 5, from 25 to 35 or so, 25, I think so. Here we'll find again another situation, another problem, bound by the strong man. But that strong man is already been bound. The one in the tomb already set loose. Now go and be living among the living. You are the living, you need not to be found among the dead. This is how ugly the first alphabet is. It will turn you to everybody is going to forget about you. Okay, even when someone is also trying to do, but there is a time they won't be able to sustain you. See, first time they tried to bind him, but they were unable. That is how are they trying to bind? They were trying to bind and rescue this man so that he won't be doing damages to himself, so that he will not go to the graveyard and labor himself now among the dead. No, that was bad. That was worse situation. Okay? So, Matthew 25, where we just read, Messiah said, I was poor, you did this for me, you did that for me, you did that for me. That was what those people was trying to do to bind him in order for him not to labor himself among the dead, in order for him not to make his case worse. Because when you begin to sleep in the grave, now you are unclean. Your all demons of uncleanness will descend on you because you know you are living in their house. I will say what grave is. It is the bottomless pit. It is the graveyard. It is unclean. It is a dead home of a dead man, which is the serpent himself, and is the father of all the dead. All right. So right now, 25 years, another situation took place. Mark 25, and a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years. This is another prison. And had suffered many things of many physicians. And suffered many things in the hand of many physicians. I almost lost it. All right now. And has spent all that she had, and was nothing better at all, but rather grow worse. When she heard of Yahuah's came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his cloth, I shall be whole. You see, another situation again. As soon as that man was being loosed, the strong man is being bent. It's for a whole to another bondage, another prison I want to convey unto you. How can that be? The royal law said, I think Leviticus 15 or 16, Leviticus 16, what woman is seeing blood, issue of blood, she is unclean. She must be put away. Everybody must stay far away from her. Anyone that got close to her, that person will defile him or herself. This is another strong bondage. This serpent also put this woman. What is the first alphabet of being poor? Personal prison pains. You don't know what I'm feeling. You don't know the pains I've been through. It is personal. Okay, but Abba Yahuah sees it all. Now, the royal law said when a woman is passing out blood, everyone needs to stay far away from her. Now she's become unclean. Okay, because blood, passing out blood simply means unclean. All right now. It said, the royal law said, the bed that she's lay on will be unclean. The house she is living will be unclean. Any place she sits will be unclean. Anyone that touches her remain unclean for 7 days also. And this is the bondage this serpent put this woman. Now, it not even make her to be poor. That is the spell I was also talking about. What you once have. Now she's singing Old Glory. Everything this woman had, she sold it all away. Just to take care of herself. But no one were able to do it for her. The doctors wasn't able. He said, for the situation grow worse. So this is also turning rich people into poor people. That if we all throw one disease on you, you will spend all your living on it. This one got many problems. First, you know why you are having problem? Where do you run to? You run to brother, you run to sister, you run to papa, you run to husband. But she's been, separated from all those people because the blood is coming. Husband is going to run away. She's married. Husband is going to run away. The mother, the brother, everyone is going to run away from her. And the most difficult part is this. She's not allowed to go to the temple of Abba Yahuah because now she's unclean. Nobody needs to come close to her. This makes her situation so worse that now that she has spent all that she had on the issue, the problem was still there, even worse now. That was why he said even the case now become worse. Why? Now she become poor. No money to go to any doctors anymore. No money to take care of herself anymore. No money to eat anymore. She can't even walk because everybody who's going to employ her. She's unclean. Who's going to go near her? Nobody. In isolation. Do you know how painful that is? Want to be isolated from family, friends, the house of Yahuah? Oh no, if she has husband, that husband is going to pack off that 12 years. No, her situation is another prison again. Yes, this is what the serpent does. Poor, to be poor, this is what it is. Personal prison pay. This one was being arrested, jailed for a whole 12 years. In isolation. Isolation. She don't have to see nobody. But one day, because the strong man is already been bent, and she now say to herself, I know I'm unclean, but I'm not going to die in my uncleanness. I need to do something. And Abba Yahuwah make it so he put it in her heart. Now come over for that devil to be death, to be done away with. That was why she got that courage, because going to a crowd like that, she might be stoned to death, because everybody knows her already that she is unclean. Why are you coming to use your uncleanness? She will be stoned to death. But Abba Yahuwah preserved her, protect her, even shade her from the crowd. Just go and touch. Now that you are touched, you are clean. Nobody is going to stone you because you are healed already. You see? So that is how Yahushua also set it free. By the power of the releasing of the anointing that revealed this message, every yoke is broken. Every yoke of separation is broken. Every yoke of uncleanness is broken in Yahuah's mighty name. Proverbs chapter 6 makes it so clear. The little folding of hands, poverty will come. Now, this woman that was once having the issue of blood, how is she going to walk? You see how poverty has come? Okay, like the man that was laying on the graveyard, calling a grave his home, calling the grave his home. How is he going to walk? Poverty, that is what he is doing. He will attack you, for you to be another person. But the yoke is already broken. Ecclesiastic 10:19 says, money answers all things. So these people we are not having no answer to their situation anymore. But Abba Yahuwah answered that situation for them. So let us see a little bit from the Gospel of Nicodemus, how dreadful or wicked this prison is. Let's get the picture from there. Alright, now let me read a little bit from the account of the Gospel of Nicodemus. It's very awesome. It is powerful. Very, very awesome. If you have it, you can just go through it. I think 60. We are reading 16, 17, and 18. I'm picking some verses from it. Then I start from 1. While all the saints were rejoicing, behold, Satan, the prince and the prince and captain of death, said to the prince of hell. Satan is saying to the prince of hell, now listen now, prepare to receive Yahushua of Nazareth himself, who boasted that he was the son of Yahuwah, and yet was a man afraid of death, and said, my soul is sorrowful even to death. Beside, he did many injuries to me and to many others. For those whom I have bind, listen up, whom I have whom I have blind and lame, and those whom I have tormented with several devils. These several devils here was the very man of the legions of demons. Can I take it again? 3. Besides, he did many injuries to me and to many others. For those whom I made blind and lame, and those also whom I tormented with several devils, he cured by his word. Yea, and those whom I brought death to thee, he by force take away from thee. You see? Now I read verses 20. Everything, if you read it all, this chapter 16, 17, 18, you're going to see how ugly and dreadful his prison is. Yeah, it's his prison now. Okay, 20 now, verses 20, chapter 16, verses 20. Bring not, therefore, this person hither, for he will set at liberty all those whom I hold in prison under unbelief, and bind with the fetters of chains, and bind with the fetters of their sins, and will conduct them to everlasting life. Do you get this? He said those he hold in prison. Here is their prison, the bottomless pit. So now we read 17. And while Satan and the prince of hell were discussing thus to each other, on a sudden there appeared a voice as of thunder, and the rushing of wind, saying, lift up your gates, O ye princes, and be ye lifted up, O ye everlasting gates, and the King of glory shall come in. So when deliverance is coming like this, I'm just ready here for you. When deliverance is about to come like this, how they tighten their gates. They are praising God. That is why I'm here. So, I read verses 2 now. When the prince of hell heard this, he said to Satan, depart from me, and be gone out of my habitation. If thou art a powerful warrior, fight with the King of glory. But what hast thou to do with him? 3 now. And he cast him forth from his habitation. And the prince said to his impious, here is this tightening up now, the gate of Jericho is being tied up. Here is their praise, okay? And the prince said to his impious officers, shut the bars, the gates of security, and make them fast with iron bars, and fight courageously, lest we be taken captive. When deliverance is coming, this is what they are doing in their kingdom, because they knew already something is about to happen. Therefore, they now begin to say to one another, shut the gate, make their sin hard, make their whatever harder, do this, use that is, they will be using more weapon to attack you now, so that you mix it. They will be using all kinds of things to fight now. They will make life even more miserable. They will harden the suffering in order for you not to break loose. But it is a lie. Because it said this is the time, and this is the accepted year of freedom. So I read 5 now. But when all the company of the saints heard this, they spake with a loud voice of hunger. That is why it needs to be provoked even more. With a loud voice of hunger to the prince of hell, open thy gate, that the King of glory might come in. And the divine prophet, David, okay. Now I think chapter 17, I want to also read some parts of place. They all partake, but for the sake of time, just picking some part and some part. 17, excuse me, I'll be 18, no, 18, verses 4. He has broken, where is it? 4. He has broken down our prisons from top to bottom, dismissed all the captives, released all who were bound, and all who were tormented with several devil. All right now, and all formerly to groan under the weight of their torments have now insulted us, and we are like to be defeated by their prayers. Our impious dominion are subdued, and no part of mankind is now left in our subjection. But on the other hand, they all boldly defy us. Thou and Narcissus. Okay, Narcissus. Though before the dead never dare behave themselves in this way towards us, nor being nor the prisoners could ever on any occasion be merry. You see, this is what Messiah did to them. Now, as soon as he stepped and bind a strong man, this is what was going on in their kingdom. But is before his death and after his death. This is what it means. If you come into it, this is what it is. Prison will be open. Did you get it? This is the place I want. Oh, it's wonderful, but for the sake of time, I'm done with first alphabet. Let's proceed now to the second alphabet. You see, it said all they were tormented with. It said they have never ever come to rejoice one day. But now they are defiling us. That is, they are talking back to us. Like what I'm doing now, I'm defiling them. Today it means defilement. It means I'm challenging them. It means I'm talking back to them. He said, but we never did that before. They said the prisoners, they have never ever in any occasion, have rejoicing, merry celebration. He said no. So this is how sad. Looking like that woman that he put in prison a whole 12 years of issue of blood. Separated from being in isolation, how can that one is going to be happy? Okay, like the man he put in his in the graveyard, what does that know about happiness, joy, rejoicing? No, this is how he killed us. Okay, so this is the mystery of the very first alphabet of this one called poor. That is personal prison pains. It is personal prison pains. Every now and then, said night and day, that man always cry. That is correct. I remember I used to cry in the night, used to cry in the day. That is true. It's perfect. It's profound. All right now. So now we are done with the very first alphabet. So proceed now to the second alphabet, which is called O. We are unveiling the mystery of poor. So the letter second alphabet, it is O. What did that go for? Oppressor. Have you been there? Oppressor. It will oppress you. Let's also get a picture. So let's get a picture how to be poor or poverty is oppressing you. Oppressor. That is the second alphabet. Here I am. Luke chapter 16. I take from 19 now. Okay, there was a certain rich man. Okay, I'm not going to read there. I read 20 now. Okay, let me take it from there. Yeah. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fed luxuriously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sore. He oppresses you, desiring to be filled with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sore. And okay, that's where I want to hang it. Do you see how you're oppressing a man? You will not be carried by another people to another man's house to be eaten from what fall from his mouth. This is how poverty oppresses you. This is how it oppresses me. It's an oppressor. The first alphabet simply go for what? Personal prison pains. The second one go for what? Oppressor. Poverty is an oppressor. It will reduce you to loaf of bread. It will reduce you to nothing. That you will not have the right to live as a human. That now you have to be eating from what fall from the mouth of a man like you. This is how he oppresses you every now and then. It is an oppressor. This is what poverty, when this wicked spirit, oppressor is on the spirit, he will be oppressing you. It's an oppressor. He's an oppressor. He will be oppressing you. Will be oppressing you every now and then, just to make fool of your life, to make life miserable. Here let's see another oppressor. How poverty is up, because this man is sick. Is not okay. He can't even do absolutely nothing for himself. So this is how he will press him down. It's an oppressor. John, let's take another picture from John chapter 5 verses 2 now. 1. After this, there was a feast of the Yehudim, and Yehoshua went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Yehudiah tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In this lay a great multitude of impotents. Let me tell you, when the impotent, cut up with the omnipotent, omniscience, omnipresence, situation change. That is the nature of this segment. It's an impotent. But here, what are the situation whereby the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresence right here to change the situation? You can say, no one comes to me and go empty and return back the same. Yes, he was an impotent, a blind, lame, a widow, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. Okay, did you get that? Now 5. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 whole years. He was being oppressed 38 whole years. He was sitting in one place. Oh no. Now sis, when Yahushua saw him lay and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he saith unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? Listen, now the impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Okay, now, so this is the case. You see now, a whole 38 years, he was being oppressed by this wicked spirit. that is being called poor. Poor is 4 deity, wicked deity. The first one is Serpent himself, the second is Jesus. The man of sin that is deceiving the whole world, making you to be thinking you are buying for private jet. No, you will know what poverty is. Ojedikbo, when you've been sent to the link of you, you are there. You are going to see the how he's going to oppress you. That is the eternal oppressor. That is the eternal imprisonment that pains personal imprisonment. All these things going to be real on you. You buy for private jet. No. First of all, rich in salvation before you now rich in earthly things. That is how it works. Okay. The second deity, it is Jesus, which is the devil that is masquerading himself as an angel of light, calling himself Messiah, whereby Messiah said, don't even think that I've come to do away with the law. Until the first heaven and the first earth is no more. Jesus says a lie. He has done away with it. And if you don't know the law, how can you know where you've been bent? How can you know your heritage? How can you know who you are? When you not say it's a cause. So the second deity is devil masquerading alias Jesus, okay? Is the oppressor. It will oppress you. That you should not come to the... Oh, no. Now, I said when I want to go into it, maybe another one will just come. Yeah, it's an oppressor. It's the devil we are still talking about. It's an oppressor. He don't want you to get healed. He don't want you to know the truth. He don't want you to be set free. He don't want you to know what it is. Actually, he don't. He wants you to, he just tied you in one place and stuck you over there and keep pressing you down and keep oppressing you. This is the picture. He take away the ring from you and I gave you Babylonia. Yes. That is how he's doing his own business. When I want to go in to be cleansed, to be made whole. What is water? Water represents the Ruach HaKodesh. It represents the word of Abba. You also represent the people. But in this concept, it represents the Ruach HaKodesh, the healer, the deliverer. You want to go close to him for him to cleanse you. Jesus will oppress you and said, keep Sunday, not Shabbat. Don't mind that they are still living in the Old Testament. It's oppressing your spirit heavily in eternal. Now come back to the poor aspect. So right now, Jesus is the other. Now in the Christian is playing Jesus. In Islam is playing Jesus, okay? But in the whole world is playing Satan. Is playing devil. So this is how he oppress poor. This is how he oppress people to be poor. For a whole 38 years, he put him in one place. If this man want to try something, no way. He also had the people's hearts never ever to help him. He said, if I want to go in, another one will just step down. This is how he oppresses us. Maybe something good is coming your way. It will no. Tie you down. Never ever to come in contact. Yeah, it's an oppressor. Okay? He tied you in one place. He tied me in one place. Let me be referring to myself in this statement. In this segment. Because I saw it. He tied me down. You goes nowhere. And you want to be rich. You want to break loose from my territory. It was the devil. I was crying for Abba to come and pull him off me. They are wicked spirit, oppressor. You don't want you to go forward in life. You want you to stick in one place. All right now. So, he said for a whole 38 years. Then Yahushua now asked him, do you want to be made whole? The man of... Now, why did Yahushua ask him? Yahushua want the man to relate his pains to him because that man's heart is full of pain. Everybody has already forsaken him. People is jumping ahead of it. They don't want him to get for a whole 38 years, every year by year. They are doing this to him. They don't even care about his suffering. Now, Yahushua wants him to relate to him. Let's discuss. Let's talk about. Do you want to make whole? He now begin to pour out his heart. This is what they did to me. This is how they treated me in this situation. In this man, look at what they did to me. Therefore, Yahushua now said, okay, no problem. Yahushua said unto him, rise now. That is the first glory. A man that has never ever walked right from his words, he needs to stand. How possible is that? That is the miracle. Rise. Rise. That is the first glory. For a whole 38 years, he have never stood on his feet. Take up thy bed. Now, this is what you used to lay. Now, this thing that used to carry you are the one to carry this very thing. Now, in order to make food of that wicked spirit that oppresses you. Now, walk. This is the 3 blessings he gave unto him. Now, walk. Okay? So, now, walk. It is done. You see? So, now, what Yahushua did over here, He let this very man know that the way others used to be healed, that is not how I'm going to do yours. Yours is going to be authentic. Yours is going to be unique. Yours is going to be another glory inside glory. Don't stick with the old or the former things. Oh, I used to sell good. You are still waiting for him to restore gold back to you? No, he is going to restore now. You are going to be selling aircraft. Play. This is how the miracle works. It will take you. Those things you used to know, those are old part of it. You let go those old parts. Now this is the new movement, because the man will now say, this water, anyone that goes, if it finishes this next year, I'm also going to be waiting for the next year. And I say, no, right here, right now, your miracle is here for you. Okay, so he gave him this 3 blessings. Rise. Okay, first of all, you have a discussion, that is fellowship with him. And secondly, say, okay, now you can do it. And the man did it. Third, now the people that used to take care of you are the one to take care of them. Because now I've given you so much. You are the one to take care of them. You don't take care of nobody. One used to help you before, you are the one to carry that. You are the one to help that. Take it up and begin to walk. Okay, so this is the glorious miracle that always come along with it after the oppressing. The opposer will come to oppress you. Will come to to tie you down. That is the oppressing. It will not allow you to raise up your life. The woman of issue, another woman that was also sick for a whole 18 good years. She also have infirmity for a whole 18 years. She cannot raise up her back because devil sat on his back, on her back to be carrying him. And Yahushua also set her free for a whole 18 years. That woman never raised up her back to walk normal. She always bent down and walk, because she's carried wicked spirit of that is oppressive people, that is oppressor, that is oppressing her. That is how they are doing it. They will sit on your back. They will tie you down. You goes nowhere. Oppressing you. Have you ever been to any area or wherever? Have you ever been oppressed in your life? Yes, take it. It is real. This is the spirit. It is the devil, aka Jesus. Yes, another way he oppresses people. Acts of Apostles chapter 3, I read 1. Now Kepha and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour. Okay, the 9th hour of the day, which is the evening oblation, 3 o'clock in the noon. 2. And a certain man lay from his mother's womb, was carried, whom they led daily, listen now, daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, as to ask alms of them that enter into the temple. You see, this man was already 42 years old. When you read Acts of Apostles 4:22, you're going to see him over there. It's over, not even, it's over 42 years old. He has never ever walked in his life. This one was crippled right from his mother's womb. This is how he oppresses you. Now, you want to tell me the one that is crippled now, being carried by men, is going to be talking about money, talking about riches? No, he's poor. We are unveiling the mysteries of poor. That is what we are unveiling, begging her to eat. Yes, in the temple, they always bring it to the temple of Abba Yahuah to beg for food. Now you can see, let me call the scripture references. I'm not going to read it. Why they always bring him into the temple of Abba Yahuah to beg for food? Yes, it is what the scripture saith. Psalm 55:17. Excuse me, no, not there. Where is it? Where is the references? Yeah, Matthew 6:1-4. You know, Messiah said when you are giving help to people, you shouldn't broadcast it. Okay. Luke 11:41. Luke 12:33. Acts of Apostles 10:2. Acts of Apostles 24:17. Okay. He's talking about, going to the house of Yahuwah to get food. Okay. He's talking about helping the poor, giving food to the poor, alms. Okay, because that is what they were doing at this beautiful gate. That anyone that is disabled can easily go there and beg for food, and they will give it to him. Okay, a certain man, lame, okay, from his mother, okay, daily was being carried to the temple called Beautiful, as to ask for alms of them that enter into the temple. You see? So he always go there every day. That is how he survived a whole month. Over 42 years. When I see Kepha and Yahuah'S about to go into the temple, axe and arms. Read all where I just let you know. It's talking about how to help the people, the poor. For now, and Kepha fastened his eyes upon him with Yahuah'S said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive some things from them, Then Kepha said, Silver and gold I have not. But such as I have gave I thee, in the name of Yahushua of Nazareth, rise up and walk. Now you are going to see the magic spell that will say Jesus. This word is spoken over 2,000 years. It's cut off the crap. This word is already being spoken over 2,000 years or 2,000 years now. The letter J that gave you Jesus isn't yet 400 years old. It's in the word history, So this is the magic spell Jesus is doing. He is the oppressor, Giving a fake name. No other name is given under this whereby you must be saved. Only one, Yahushua HaMashiach. So you are going to see Jesus. It's not Jesus, okay? Cut off that crap, that nonsense. It's not Jesus. It is translation that casts the spell on you. All right, then they say, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up. Immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. Oh, Roboshan, the right hand. He gave him the right hand fellowship. Who is the right hand? Who is the right hand? It is Yahushua HaMashiach. Of course, we see already in his name, this man was healed. For a whole over 42 years old, this man was in one place in a position of begging, eating from hand, begging people to survive. So this is how he oppresses you. I'm just taking it light today because when we begin to dig into mysteries, this one is going to also land in about how many clip or how many parts. So now when you also read John chapter 9, you're also going to find it over there. A man born blind. Okay? I think that one was also over 40 years or so. Yes, this is how he oppresses. He's an oppress. The second letter of this word called poor means oppress. This is how he oppresses people. When you are blind, so what kind of riches are you going to be looking for? Now you are going to be limited in one place. Yes, this is how he wants you to be. That is the wicked spirit of oppress. This is how he oppresses people. For a whole 42 years, that one was there. For the other one, a whole 38 years, he was in one place. Yes, look at Lazarus. Lazarus even died in his own. This is how he oppresses people. It is a very wicked spirit. But the situation and the yoke is broken right now in Yahuah's mighty name. All right, now here I am, Psalm 12, Tehillim 12, verses 5. For the oppression of the poor, for the sign of the needy, now will I rise, saith Yahuwah. I will set him in safety from him that putteth at him. Okay, now. Abba said, for the sake of the poor. He said, now I'm going to rise up. For the oppressed. He said, because the poor has been oppressed. But now I'm going to rise up. So this is the nature of this segment. That Abba Yahuwah should rise up and do something for his people. Okay? Especially me. Because I'm not disputing the fact at all this spirit is working powerfully. I saw it everywhere. I, myself, now begin to do beggar for almost 4 years. I, myself, now begin to sleep in people's sitting room for a year plus. Of course, that is it. In this Europe, you can also read Psalm 10, verses 18. It's talking about setting free the oppressed. Okay? Now we proceed now to the third alphabet. Another O, isn't it? And how does it also work? Right now. Another O also go for what? Opposer. It will oppose you. Where are you going? Opposer. Have you ever been there? In my case, yes, I have been there. I don't want to be talking by experience or by sensational or by feelings. I just want to go by the royal law objective. Let us also get a precept for that. Now here we go. 1 Corinthians 16 verses 9. For a great door and effectual is opened unto me, and there are many adversaries. Did you get that? Apostle who is letting us know, because he's opposing him. He's an opposer. No matter who you are, when this wicked spirit is operating, Abba Yahuah's already make you a wonderful and a powerful one. But this wicked spirit, because he wants to bring you into his camp, he's going to be opposing. He's going to be blocking it everywhere. That when you got this side, he blocked you. When you got the other side, he said, no way. It's an opposer. I know he's the greatest opposer. Serpent again. The opposer by Yahuah said is the greatest and eternal opposer. That is the spirit we are dealing with over here. When they come to this world called poor, these are the deities. They are very, very wicked. When you also read Corinthians chapter 13, you're going to see another bad Jesus over there that was opposing Apostle Shaul for people not to believe his teachings. Yes, this is how he's opposing. You sitting in one place try to be somebody, he will oppose you. You can't get it. He won't let you get it. All right, now, it said, great and effectual door has been opened unto him, but what? Many adversaries. If you still remember where I read in the book of Nicodemus, you'll see the adversaries over there already. Here I am, Psalm 24. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? Yahuah's strong and mighty, and Yahuah mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O you gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors. Okay, now, that the King of glory might come in. All right, now. Apostle Shaul say, a great and effectual door has already been opened unto me. This door that opened is great one. But there are many adversaries. Now, King David is saying in Psalm 24, he said, lift up your heads, all you gates. Have you ever seen a gate with a head? No. So who is the head? That head over here is talking about what we are unveiling unto you. Demons, principalities, and powers. They stood on your gate and said, this door is not going to open. They stood on your gate and said, we are going to shut it back. They stood on the gate and said, you will not enter your house. They stood on the gate that you will not flourish in the glory Abba Yahuah already bestowed on you. So he was the one Apostle Shaul is referring to. A great and effectual door, but there are demons in the gate. They said that gate will never open. There, Yahushua said, lift up your heads. So in order for you to do it, you need to cut off their head. Goliath's head needs to be cut off. That is what we are doing. This message is to cut off Goliath's head. Regardless of who you are, it needs to be cut off. King David take off the head of Goliath. That's still on the way. And said he will not enter his glory. He take it down. Goliath's head needs to be, he said, lift it up. You need to do the lifting up. That is prayer. For their head to be removed from your gates. In order for you to enter that great effectual door that has already been opened. They are opposed. If not, they are going to be there. Opposing you not to enter your own glory. Here I am, Zechariah chapter 3. I read. And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of Yahuah. And Satan is an opposer, is here. And Satan standing at his right hand to oppose him. Just to oppose him. And Yahuah said unto Satan, Yahuah rebuke you. Yahuah rebuke thee, O Satan. Even Yahuah that have chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a plant plucked out of the fire? Okay. You don't want me to help now? Are these people not bring out, are they not in the fire needs me to bring them out? Yahuah rebuke you, opposer. In Yahuah's might, be rebuked by the fingers of Yahuah. In Yahuah's might is an opposer, okay? What is the third alphabet of this word called poor? Opposer. Opposer. Here we are, Daniel 10. I'm taking it from verses 10 to 12. And behold, an hand touched me, which saith unto me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hands. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understood the word that I come unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I still trembling on my feet. Okay. Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for For from the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand and to chasten thyself before Yahuwah, thy word was heard, and I am come for thy words. Listen up. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. What I was saying, opposer. Opposer. Even though Abba Yahuwah makes you so honorable, even though Abba Yahuwah heard your word already, but when this answer is coming, we oppose you. And where are you going? You want to leave me here? And no, we will be here together. It's an opposer. Okay? So right now, a thing that's supposed to, a answer that's supposed to come in just one day, that answer now lasts for 21 whole days. In other words, a day as a year or a day as 1,000. We have it in the royal law. Okay, right now, in other words, a thing or a blessing that's supposed to be given unto you in this year, because of this opposer, it will not last a whole 21 years. A whole 21 years delay. It is an opposer. That is why it needs to be rebuked now, right now, by the finger of Abba Yahuwah. He will oppose you. He said the prince of, who is the, we read it already, the prince of the which is Beelzebub, Matthew 12:24. Revelation 9, we see the king of the bottomless pit. He is talking about him. He stewed and withstood him for a whole 21 days. I said, hey, this answer, you are not getting it. Daniel, you are not getting it. It's an opposer. This is how he opposes us. Look at Kepha in Luke chapter 5. The one you call Peter. He said, I taught all night through. All night. We cannot. It will make all your effort wasted. It will useless all your effort. He said, all night through we have been working with tough, but we don't even caught just one fish. Yes, this is the demon will oppose you. It will chase away all the fishes from the very part you are, so that you will not get nothing. Any good blessing is coming your way, we will oppose it. It will stand on the way. It will oppose and resist that. It will make sure you don't get it. This is how he opposes people. And this is the very third alphabet of this word called what? Poor. It is fully loaded with wicked deities. I saw it. They are wicked. But by the raising of the anointing, every yoke will be broken. Every opposer will be dealt with and will be chained now, because the strong man is here with me to bind you in Yahuah's mighty name. So right now we proceed for the very last alphabet. We also have up to 4 points. Quickly, let us look into what is the arrow. Arrow, isn't it? What does that go for? This is the most saddest part. Rejection. He will make all by all to reject you because you are poor. This one, everybody can easily dive into this one. Rejection. This one is the very household demon, a familiar spirit, and this fits my profile. This very spirit of rejection, it is the wickedness household demon that is. Oh no, let's prove that. All right, now we read. So what is the very last letter of this alphabet, of this word, the very last alphabet of this word called poor? It is R. What did it go for? It go for, it simply go for rejection. Yeah, people to be rejected people. Rejection. Here I am, Proverbs 14:20. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the riches had many friends. That is correct. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth, but he that had mercy on the poor, happy is he. You see, the poor is despised even by his own neighbor. Let's look into that. Here I am again, Proverbs 19, verses 4. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his own neighbor. Here I am now, the same Proverbs 19, I read verses 7 now. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? He pursueth them with words, yet they are wanted to him. Okay? Did you get this? Rejection. This one is wickedness household demon. It said your family just hate you because you don't have money. The poor is being hated by his own family. Horrible Shandaya Baba. Really? Horrible. Can I take it again? Oh, it is some more. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. Why? Because he's poor. They just hate him. He said, now, if the family hates him because he's poor, how much more do the friends stay far away from him? Even though you, the poor, pursue friends, you pursue family. I can't remember we are one family. They're not going to mind you because you are poor. Listen, now when Job was really having all that, Job was a rich man of his own time. He was having so many friends, family, everyone was there, surrounding him like a king, worshiping him like a god. When calamity came, what happened? They all ran away. All of the even his friends now begin to call him names. This is poverty. That is rejection. It is the very last letter. What about the prodigal son? When he took his the wealth of his father that due him, he squandered it. And when he was really lavishing, living a luxurious lifestyles, what happened? He was having luxurious lifestyles. He was having many friends. But when this power now descended on him, poor, all of them run away. That he himself even begged pig, pork, let me eat your food. They said, no, you are not going to. That is how worse it is when you become poor. Pig, animal were also going to be rejecting you. Your family is going to be rejecting you. Your family is going to hate you for the reason of what? Not that you are afraid, they know because you are just being poor. We don't need you around us. You are nobody. All right, now let's put more. Put some more. All right, now here I am, Matthew 10:36. And the enemy of a man begins in his own household. Your own enemy begins now. What the Messiah said, your own enemy is beginning right in your household. So the very last letter work with our family against us. Rejection. They are going to reject you because you are poor. They are not going to be speaking kindly to you because you are poor. Your family will reject you. Your friends is also going to reject you. Why? Because you are poor. That is the very last alphabet. This last alphabet of rejection work with our household. It is this household enemy in another form to even make life miserable for you. You don't have, even though you have a good thought, even though you have a good understanding, they are not going to give ear to you. What are you saying? This is my profile. This is my profile. Okay. Here I am, Psalm 140 verses 12. I know that Yahuwah will maintain the cause of the afflicted and the rights of the poor. He may not fight for the poor. He may not doesn't reject the poor. But your father, your mother, in fact, he said all the brethren of the poor man is being, they rejected it because he's been poor. And all his friends will not run away, even though you run after them. You are not going to cut them. For you to cut them, go and make wealth. What? Get wealthy. Here I am, Psalm 9, verses 18. We are still in Psalm. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Abba Yahuwah is the strength of it. Abba Yahuwah is my strength. Okay? Because him alone look into the matter, into the case of the rejected one, of the abandoned one. Alright, now here I am again, James chapter 2 verses 6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppresses you and draw you before the judgment seat? Okay, now. Because said the rich is the one that is oppresses you, and the poor in your midst, you despise them. This is what it is. The poor is always being despised by his own family. We see the very last arrow. What did he go for? Rejection. Man is rejecting people because they don't make money. So we're going to get that picture from the account of Joseph, the very one you knew, how his family rejected him. Orobo Shandaya Baba. Joseph Perelu, Yahushua Hameshach. Almost everything about Yusuf, Perelu Yahushua, almost everything. But yet, household demon or household wickedness still try to mess him up, to mess up that glory, to make life difficult for him. Now, every superheroes in the family needs to face household Goliath. Every superheroes in the family must to kill household Goliath, just as King David did. He take off the head of Goliath, like the third alphabet says, lift up your head. That head needs to be cut off. Goliath's head was being removed because the gate is open, but many adversary is sitting over there. So the very last one is rejection. We see now even the royal out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, we are confirmed it already that the poor is being despised even by their own family. They are just being hated because they don't have money, because they couldn't make money. This is what the spirit does. This is how he wicked us. This is how he uses people against us. This is the wicked household demon. So let's get that picture now from the account of Joseph. Go to right now Genesis 37 and see what his brethren did to him, how they rejected him. Therefore, after that, I'm going to read from the book of Yashar, because the book of Yashar really, he dealt us it. It gave us more enlightenment than that of Genesis 37. But you're going to get it over there. Alright, now here I am in the book of Yashar, chapter 41. I'm taking it from 10 to 30 something or 4. You see, these are very popular royal oil carries. It make references to the book of Yashar. When you go to Joshua or 10:30, yes, it make references. And the second Samuel 1:18, it does make references. And the second Timothy 3:8, it does make references to the book of Yashar. Okay, so I take it from 10 now. At that time he dreamed a dream, and he came unto his brethren and told them his dream. And he said unto them, I dreamt a dream, and behold, we were all shavers in the field, and my sheaf arose and placed itself upon the ground, and yours surrounded it and bowed down to it. You know, every superheroes in the family needs to kill what? Household Goliath. The expire, regardless of the rejection, it doesn't matter. We still did it. That is what counts for life. And his brother answered him and said unto him, what meaneth this a dream that thou didst a dream? Doest thou imagine in thy heart to reign or to rule over us? And he still came and told the thing to his father Jacob. And Jacob kissed Yusuf when he heard these words from his mouth. And Jacob blessed Yusuf. And when the sons of Jacob saw that their father had blessed Yusuf, and had kissed him, and that he loved him exceedingly, they became jealous of him and hated him the more. Now they have money. Okay. 14. After this, listen now. After this, Yusuf dreamt another dream, and related the dream to his father in the presence of his brethren. And Yusuf said unto his father and brethren, behold, I have again dreamed a dream, and behold, the sun and the moon and the stars bowed down to me. And his father heard the words of Yusuf and his dream, and he seen that his brethren hated Yusuf on account of this matter. Jacob therefore rebuked Yusuf because of his brethren on account of this thing, saying, what meaneth this dream which thou hast dreamt? And this magnify thyself before thy brethren who are older than thou. Okay, his father said that. You see, his father was saying all this thing because his brethren hated him already. Okay, now why was Joseph telling his movement to his brethren? Because he see them as his own flesh and blood. They are his family. I need to narrate this movement to my brethren. Is there anything wrong when you are planning for something, or when you are about to go about something? You not bring the matter at the table talk, my brother. Come on and listen to what is going on over here. He sees them as his own body. He sees them as his own family. But what did they do? You dare not do such a thing, because the wicked spirit of rejection is right in the family, is going to deal with you severely. Goliath is already there waiting, and you now open wide your mouth before Goliath. You see, yeah, so they see them that way. He see them as his own body. This is family problem. It is here where family problem escalated. Yes, devil stirred up anger in the heart of wicked spirit of rejection, stirred up anger in the heart for them not to even know their own brother anymore. Okay, 16. Now, doest thou imagine in the heart that I and thy mother? Okay, let's leave there over. Okay, now read 17. And his brethren were jealous of him on account of his words and dreams, and they continued to hate him. And Jacob reserved the dreams in his heart. Okay, 18. And the sons of Jacob went one day to feed their father's flocks in Shechem, for they were still herdsmen in those days. And while he, the son of Jacob, was were that day feeding in Shechem, they delayed. And the time of gathering in the cattle was past, and they had not arrived. And Jacob saw that his sons were delayed in Shechem, and Jacob said within himself, peradventure the people of Shechem have risen up against them. Therefore they have delayed. Okay, now. Alright, now 20. And Jacob called Yosef his son, and commanded him, saying, behold, thy brethren are feeding in Shechem these days, and behold, they have not yet come back. Go now, therefore, and see what they are, and bring me word back concerning the welfare of thy brethren, and the welfare of thy flock. And Jacob sent his son Yosef to the valley of Hebron. And Yosef came for his brethren to Shechem, and could not find them. And Yosef went about the field which was nigh Shechem, to see where his brethren had turned. And he missed his road in the wilderness, and knew not which way he should go. An angel of Yahuwah found him withering in the road towards the field. And Yosef said unto the angel of Yahuwah, I seek my brethren. Hast thou not heard where they are feeding? And the angel of Yahuwah said unto Yosef, I saw thy brethren feeding here, and I heard them say they would go to the feed in Dothan. And Yosef hearkened to the voice of the angel of Yahuwah, and he went to his brethren in Dothan, and found them in Dothan feeding the flocks. And Yosef advanced to his brethren, and before he had come nigh unto them, they had resolved to slay him. That is rejection. And Simeon said to his brethren, behold, the man of dreams is coming unto us this day, and now therefore come, and let us kill him, and cast him in one of the pits that are in the wilderness. And when his father shall seek him from us, we shall say, an evil beast hath devoured him. And Reuben heard these words of his brethren concerning Yosef, and he said unto them, you should not do these things, for how can we look up to our father Jacob? Cast him into this pit to die there, but stretch not forth a hand upon him to spoil his blood. And Reuben said this in order to deliver him from their hands, to bring him back to his father. When Yosef came to his brethren, he sat before them, and they rose up upon him, and they rose upon him, and seized him, and smote him to the earth, and stripped the coat of many colors which he had on, and they took him and cast him into the pit. In the pit there was no water, but serpents and scorpions. You see, that serpent of rejection is right there waiting for him. Horrible Shande, but serpents and scorpions that were in the pit. And Yusuf cried out with a loud voice, and Yahuwah hid the serpent and scorpions in the sight of the pit, that he did know that they did no harm unto Yusuf. And Yusuf called out from the pit to his brethren, and said unto them, What have I done unto thee? And in what have I sinned? In what way have I sinned? Why do ye not fear Yahuwah concerning me? Am I not of your bones and flesh? Is not Jacob our father? Is not Jacob your father my father? Why do you do this thing unto me these days? And how will you be able to look up to my father Jacob? And he continued to cry out and call unto his brethren from the pit. And he said to Judah, Yehudah, Simeon, Levi, my brethren, lift me up from the place of darkness in which you have placed me, and come these days to me. Come this day to have compassion on me, ye children of Yahuwah, and son of Jacob, my father. And if I have sinned unto you, are you not the sons of Abraham, Yeshua, and Jacob? If they saw an offer, they had compassion over him, or one that was hungry, they gave him bread to eat, or one that was thirsty, they gave him water to drink, or one that was naked, they covered him with garments. And how then will you withhold your pity from your brother? For I am of your flesh and bones. And if I have sinned unto you, surely you will do this on account of my father. And Yesus spoke these words from the pit, and his brethren could not listen to him, nor incline their ears to the words of Yusuf. And Yusuf was crying and weeping in the pit. And Yusuf said, Oh, that my father knew these days the art which my brethren have done unto me, and the words which they have these days spoken unto me. And all his brethren, excuse me, and all his brethren heard his cries and weeping in the pit. And his brethren went and removed themselves from the pit, so that they might not hear the cries of Yusuf and his weeping in the pit. It is horrible. This is rejection. That when the spirit is walking in the amongst your family, they won't even remember whether we are from one belly or we are one DNA anymore. They won't even because it is a wicked spirit has already hardened their heart to reject you. That no matter what you are going to do, they don't care. No matter, say you perceive, Proverbs say, the poor man is being hated by all his brethren. Oh, not some part. Now, no, it said whether you pursue them, no matter how far you run after them, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to take you as a friend. They're not going to allow you to come close unto them. Yes, any superheroes in the family needs to kill every household Goliath. Goliath needs to be taken off. You see, so this is how sad that the wicked spirit of rejection is when the spell is being released. This is the very first last alphabet of this word called poor. When it's being released upon your family, that they are not going to be seeing you as their family anymore. They are going to be seeing you as their enemy. You see what your brother, if your brother is having a plan or something, not that he is rich, he's poor, he don't have nothing. Or not that this man have anything at all. He always step forward in life. Not that the reality is here. It's just a dream. And then I say, hey, you're going to, really? You see, so it is the spirit. That is the spirit of rejection. For there, if Abba Yahuwah were not with him, I would have just killed him. Like I myself, of course, I say if I have to go by feelings or sensation or by experience in life, this message is going to be all about me. But I'm still trying to, just let me pull a little experience. That was 2011, when I came out from prison. Now I lost it all. No house, absolutely everything was gone. Therefore, I have to be sleeping people's sitting room. This is the so-called sister. When I brought her here in this Netherlands, what I did for her, no one has ever done such a help to his sister. Anyone that brought their sister here, they always take money from them. Some will take 35, some will take 25, some will take 20. Depends how great someone is. But no one's, the least I've ever heard is 20,000 euros. No one has ever done what I did for her. I was after family. My sister, come. The same mother, not the same father. Come, let us raise up the family. Mother brought me. Okay, now I'm done with my own side. You come. Just, I don't want you to, I didn't bring you to pay me. Just come, raise up the family. Join me to raise the family. Heaven is my witness. And everybody in my family knows this. That was the deal. If I know you are not going to, help with the family, why would I bring you? I have children. I should have sponsored my children. Of course. Why should I invest on a rotten stick demon? All right now. When she came with her witchcraft power, like you heard me saying, everything was turned upside down. I gave my document. She came to me with me in my hands was expired. Everything went. I was selling gold. Everything went down to the grave. Now I begin to, survive with, because Abba Yahuah blessed me with a handwork. Okay, hairstylist. So I now begin to gather people little. That is what I'm using to survive now. And I begin to gather people together little. Oh, my friend, patronize me now. I can, I'm doing hair now. This is how Abba Yahuah is surviving me now. To destroy a house is very easy. Come on, rebuild it. And see how long it's going to take you for demon to spoil somebody's life. Just check out the case of Job. And a twinkling of an eye, he brought Job down already. But how many years did it take Abba Yahuah to rebuild Job again? But the blessing is coming back to me in double way. Okay, that is why this message came out. All right now, everything is gone. I was facing the fourth deportation, but that was when the yoke was being broken. Abba Yahuah said, "No, you can't. You can't. That can't be anymore, because now I knew him already." So when I came out from prison, where to go? Nowhere to go. I began to sleep from place to place. I first of all called a friend. That one gave a story. I'm not around because that one said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I said, I can say when they all release you, called me, come and be staying with me. I know you lost your house, everything is gone. Okay now. I said, I can say, oh, sorry, my sister. Although she was saying the truth, I'm not around, I'm in England. Okay, just look for a place to, I'm going to return back 4 days time. Please look for a place to stay. When I come back, then you come back. You are coming to my house. And I said, okay. I called this story. I called the other one story. All right now. And I called this very girl again that said she's my mother's daughter. That was displaying witchcraft because nowhere to go. You see, a whole man of Yahuah, Yaakov, the one you call Jacob. First of all, he said he's not going to give Reuben to them. Benjamin. He says he's not going to give them Benjamin to go and give to that Egyptian lord. No. The brother is dead already. Yusuf is there. You want to also take the very last one that I have? No. But when the hunger, when the famine get tough, he releases him. It's okay. You can take him. That is how hard hunger is. First of all, he said, no way. After 2 years, when the food was finished, and that's okay, now you can take him. He reversed his word, exactly what I did. If I have other place to go, I won't have gone to her, go to her place, not at all. I go to her place I come from. That same day as I come from, I called this, I called the one that really promised me wasn't around. I was freed in her bed. So I now call her, she was very happy, sister, come, no problem. And I go to her place. She prepared for food. I say first time to eat African food, almost 8 months. After that, the next day, I don't know, she brought us this argument. Well, and I just pulled my mouth. Oh, asked me to, she said she want to call police for me again. For that, he said, if I call police this time, heaven is my weakness. This is how she, after almost 8 months, I came out from prison. The next day, argument, she brought about the matter. Then she was the one who called me, sister, come and see Benny is fornicate you. Benny divorces, so he's sleeping, flirting with Paula White. They put it on YouTube. I said, really? He said, come and see now. Me and I went there to watch the message with her. Well, and I say, hey, this world is really finished, you. Which people to trust now? Hey, these people, they are devil. Hey, they are deceiving people. Hey, Benny, Paula White. I say, hey, Me, I will never go to the group of these people anymore, Christian, that they are something else. So, they say, sister, does that mean you don't even see at all? I said, compared to these people, these are the public figure. I said, me now, who knows me? Nobody. I said, I can say I'm angel before them. Why? Because these are public figure. These are people that everybody is looking up to. Why must they fall into this great mess? I said, no, to me, if they can fall, therefore me an angel, because me, I'm not doing it. And never will I do it. I'm counting 16 whole year now, no sex. And I'm proud of it. Devil cannot take this testimony away from me. It is the temple of Abba Yahuwah. I cannot do it. He said, so because you are not the, so that make you not angel. I said, of course I'm angel. I mean, I'm just taking like a joke. So you want to tell me that you are not a virgin because you don't sleep, you don't fornicate now, you are not a virgin. I say, the royal law says if a man be in Yahushua, he's a new creature. I'm a new creature. He says, sisters, I'm just looking at you now. I just hate you. I just hate. In fact, get out of my house. Leave my house right now. If you don't leave my house, if you not, I'm going to call you police. And he said, if I call you police this time, if I dare call you police this time, in fact, you will reach Nigeria. You will be deported. I just came from prison yesterday. You are threatening me with another prison. As soon as she said that, I said, okay, you did it spiritually, it did not work. Now you want to do it physically. She, you're grateful. I'm going to call police for you. I'm going to send you by. Say when I call police for you, I'm going to the court. I'm going to tell police that you are a madam. You are bringing people. I say if you do that, fire is going to roast you here on earth. Because you know I never trade on you. You know I never did none of these things on you. If you try, you did that. I said fire is going to roast you and you are the one that is going to go to that prison. So when she now see the way I replied her, she now called somebody, and that one was now saying, no, don't do that, don't do that. It's your sister no matter what. She brought you. Do you know what it takes to bring somebody? You don't do. Okay, so that was a day, just a day when I came, I came like from prison today. The next day she said she want to send me back. But I understood who was talking. So after 4 days, no, it's not even up to 4 days. She now told me that I don't know what she said. Okay, I said, okay, now let me go to other place. Before that, my girlfriend will come. Not that matter, because after that, she also said she is sorry. I said, okay, after the person now rebuked her, I said, you shouldn't do things like that. Go and tell her you are sorry. Why must you speak to her like that? Okay, now that night she now say, I'm sorry. I said, okay, no problem for me. I understand the whole matter. So after 2 days, I now said, okay, I will be leaving. She now said, okay. Therefore, this girl now gave me either 80 euro or 90 euro because I came from prison. Either 80 or 90. If she listen to this message, she know I'm not lying. Either 80 euro or 90 euros. Start take. And as soon as I came out, that struck my mother with leprosy. That is how she died. I first of all narrate the whole issue. This one I'm just cutting it short. So as she gave me that money, either 80 or 90, he said now you are going to other place. At least you will also be having little money to be buy card. Now you don't know what. I said, thank you, my sister. I appreciate. I took the 80 euro or 90 euro from her, and that goes to the other girl, another place. Before that, my girlfriend came from England. Now, what happened? While I was in the place of the other lady, they now let me know what happened to my mother. Or is it within her house? No, it must be a week. Because I came out a week, they struck my mother. Yes, it was a week. Which means I spent almost a week in her house. I don't know, I forgot. It was 2011 that I know. So now what happened? She now gave me this 90 euro. I left. I mean, this guy gave me this 90 euro. She now called them from Nigeria. I gave sister 90 euro. Either 90 or 80. I gave her, and you know she came from prison. I don't know how she did that gossip. That one I cannot tell. So what happened? He said the poor is being rejected or hated by all his brethren. What did my family do to me? These are the people I was carrying. Spending a lot of money. No. What happened? What did they do? What did these people do to me? As she gossiped to them, I don't know what she said to them. I don't know how she presented that gossiping. Those wanna flash me. As they flash me, and I call by talk because this time my mother is already sick. She's being attacked. 1 week, midst of the week I came. When you call Wednesday, midst of the week I came from prison. Just 1 week, they struck my mother. 2 weeks, midst of the week I came from prison. My mother died. That is how she died. It was mysterious. All right now. So right now, those one I flushed. I thought they want to discuss maybe mommy this, mommy that. I called back. That one I said. The other one I said. So why did you collect money from Justina? I said, which money? And she told me that she gave you either 80 or 90 or so. She gave you so amount. And I said, but I did not ask her. As I was leaving, she was the one who gave it to me by herself. What wrong have I done? He said, as I'm looking at you now, return that money back to her, because you now, she speak the Edo to me like this. Umamia bebo ya bebo. That is you now, you don't see rope to tie rope. Mommy is sick now, you don't see money to bring. You don't have anything. And now somebody that is, we are looking up to help us and take care of mommy, you also want to go and take 80 euro from her? Return that money now before, as I'm talking now, because that money now is big money. If and let her send it to us so that we will use it to take care of mommy. You are not bringing no 1 euro. There's no one thing coming out from your side because you all came from prison. When and I said, my sister, are you the one speaking, or who is speaking to me? He said, I'm the one speaking. The other one says, sister, I'm hearing everything. Return that money. 2 of them. Okay. And I said, this is serious. So he return that money as we are looking at. He said, before next day, make sure you return that money. Okay, now that's okay. I hear you. I will return back. I will return the money back to her. Then I put my phone down and I call. I said, Justina, did I ask you of this money you gave to me? She said no. I said, then why do you now want to go and gossip me to death in Nigeria that now they asked me to return the money? I was bleeding in my soul. Heaven know how this word hurt me. What did she say? She now said, sister, don't mind them. You are the one creating confusion here because they wasn't there. When you gave me the money, he said no, she did not gossip to them. She just said, you people should stop asking money. Sister also come from prison. I need to help her. When she came the other day, I gave her either 80 or 90. I gave it to her. That is how they asked. He said that was how she told them. They were very hungry that I have to return 80 or 90 euro. And I said, my sister, when will it be? I'm returning the money. Because you went to go and go, I'm returning it. He said, no, sister, don't try it. No. I'm not taking it from you. No, please. I didn't gossip you. So we are dragging. She now said, okay, what I'm going to do, I will still tell them that you return the money. I said, because I want them to know that I returned the money. I'm bringing it back to you. She now said, no, keep it. I understand the whole thing. I did not gossip. Well, Sepet have a cool voice. When she narrates everything, bring those one down again before me. But I understand. And I said, okay. She now said, I'm going to tell them that I returned the money to her already. I said, okay, so this is what they did to me. This is the person. I know how much I'm giving these people every month for feeding money. When festival comes, I know how much I'm using to send luggages. All my property I put in your hand. House built for me. You did not finish building my house. You build your own house. I bought cars working for me. You took everything. You did ask me to. So this is what I did to, because now nothing is coming from my own side. No money is coming from my own side. So that is how my own flesh and blood treated me. It was so horrified. It was so sadful. I just want to throw a little bit. No, this is not all. Only this part I want to add in this segment, because it conjoined with it as my life experience. So this is the wicked household demon. This is how they worked in our family. So this is how this wicked spirit of rejection is using our family against us. This one is wicked household demon. Is using anyone that availed themselves against us. So, but their yoke is broken. This is the reason, and this is the meaning of this segment. No more of that crap. No more nonsense. It is a vision of no more nonsense. I bless Abba Yahuwah. This is the mystery of poor. When one is being poor, these are the 4 wicked deities that are responsible. So, family, I want to continue with the second clip. That one will be now the 4 points we have. The 4 points we have. Point 1, Abba Yahuwah cares for the poor. Make sure you listen to it. How did Abba Yahuwah cares for the poor, and how Yahushua also became poor for our sake. We're going to look into that now in part 2. So I'm done with this very one. I just bless Abba Yahuwah.
Sereyamu, Yehovah, Sereyamu, Sereyamu, Yahushua, Sereyamu, Sereyamu, Ruach HaKodesh, Sereyamu, 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 Yehovah, Sereyamu, 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 Yehovah. Sereyamu, Sereyamu, Yahuah'S, Sereyamu, oh Sereyamu, Ruach HaKodesh, Sereyamu, oh heaven, Sereyamu, Sereyamu, Abba, yeah, oh Sereyamu, Yahuah. Sereyamu, Yahuah'S, Sereyamu, Sereyamu, yeah, Sereyamu, Ruach HaKodesh, Sereyamu, yeah, hey, Sereyamu, oh Yahuwah, oh heaven. Sereyamu Rabashau, oh heaven, Sereyamu, oh yeah, oh yamu, oh yes, oh yes, yeah, oh yes, yeah, oh. This is from my spirit. This is from my soul, my nabi. Sereyamu yanirabayaro. Ya mama yero. Sereyamu. Sereyamu. This is from my spirit, this is from my soul, my nabi, every breath in me, say this, for you are the only good reason I love to look at my face in the mirror. I can imagine how will I look like in the mirror, life without you. I am a human, born with love feelings. Who never wish to let go, please think about this for real. If you keep staying far away, like it is now from me. If you keep living your life, just like it is now without me. If you keep living all alone, the way it is now without me, life wouldn't have brought me forth. Precious stone will get rust free. Your face will hit me like a miracle. Your voice will touch me like a miracle. Your touch will free me just like a miracle. Your presence will bring me to eternal glory. This is what my life ought to be. This is what life should have been on me. Your face will heal like a miracle. Your voice will touch me like a miracle. Your touch will free me like a miracle. Your presence, oh, Yamayantalabu. Sereyamu, Sereyamu, oh, heaven, Sereyamu, oh, heaven, Sereyamu, for you are the only good reason. For you are the only good reason. And I love to look at my face in the mirror.